Can they see me?
I don't know. Can they?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Can you see what
Comment now if you can hear me.
Where?
No one did it on command. My control over them is waning. Dwaning.
It looks like
My control over them is Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
looks like they can see us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, they can see it. I know it. Yeah, I know.
Did you? I don't think you did.
It was a silly, funny joke. I actually don't know if they can hear us necessarily.
Well, that one's. Kyron says he can hear us.
We see in here. Bobby says we can see in here. Can you see in here?
I cannot see in here.
Well, at least you can. Hello. We're here finally, maybe
Potentially.
chronologically. Bobby, I've missed you too.
I missed your beautiful face and voice and that which I hear.
Bobby.
You hear him too?
You don't?
I don't think he does.
Go.
But
Duh.
oh, we're gonna do stuff today.
Did I just watch a stroke between the two?
yes.
Because I feel like it gave me a stroke watching you two
That's
have a
exactly
stroke.
what happened. Thank you.
All right.
Potato
Potato tier list, or should we just jump right into it?
Jump right
Dude,
into it.
We're gonna jump right into it because oh, don't do that, Calvin. That's gonna get really weird. Because
Let's get weird.
Look, magic cards.
It's not on our side. If you can see in
just
here,
tokens. Calvin, these are just tokens.
yeah, those ones are just tokens. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to touch your cards.
I mean, just gotta set up a date
What?
to touch cards. Yeah,
Are we starting right? Like, are we just like jumping right into it?
I
we're
was-
just
I
jumping
was
right
kinda-
into it.
Kind of planning on just jumping right into
Okay.
it. I could, in theory, like we can turn on the top shot so we can give context
Do you
to
wanna,
what
like-
we are talking about right now, as like
No.
pseudo warm up.
All right, tier list, not power tier list. We're tiering based on
Oh shit, the rules didn't turn on.
How fun is it for you to play? How engaging is it for you to play? How engaging is it for your opponents to play against? How much stigma is there against?
Yo, those are beautiful colors.
Purple and gray are good colors.
I don't. What? Who?
Bobby Garcia. Bobby Garcia dyed hair.
Purple and gray. Oh, if that's done right, yeah, that looks pretty good.
All right, cool. Peel and Nalar, Chief Mechanic. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you get 2 energy. At the beginning of your end step, you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, create an XX colorless vehicle artifact token named Nalar Aetherjet with flying and crew 2, where X is the amount of energy spent this way. That is a lot of words to say. Vehicles. Vehicles and energy.
Yo, where's Shanid?
This isn't this. We just finished the Shanid.
Oh wait, no, that's not Shanid. That's not the. What's his name? It's not Shanid.
You should need to know the name.
Yeah, dude, I can't even remember his name.
Sadia?
Sadia. Where's
Is-
Sadia?
Just guy.
Yeah.
Sunny is saying A, for what that's worth.
A, probably. We played against this recently, and it was engaging to play against. It was fun.
Was
It can be strong.
We didn't play against this.
Yeah, we did.
No, we
Julius
didn't.
had it.
No, did he play?
Julius had it.
Didn't he play the other Temer precon?
He played. I'm pretty sure he played PO, right? Or no, there's another front-facing commander, right?
I thought he played the other one.
I can't remember.
AOL dial-up noises in my brain right now.
I might be wrong.
If I'm not mistaken, he was playing this. I thought he was making like token. Oh no, wait, no. He was making copies, right?
He was making copies, but
It wasn't this.
no, he was
All right, hang on.
he was playing the one where on cast.
So this isn't it. This isn't it.
Sahili, that's right.
Yeah, he was playing Sahili.
Sonny remembers Sunday. We don't.
Okay.
Or last Thursday, we don't.
Dude,
Yeah.
Well, I remember he didn't play this. I just didn't remember what he played.
thank you, Sonny.
Yeah, so this isn't what we played against. I think this is kind of medium, not like D or C medium, but like
Sonny's saying A. Why are we?
I'm not a vehicle truther.
I like vehicles, but I'd probably.
That being said, I am
rather
building a
build
vehicle
bellow.
deck.
You're trying to learn.
Yeah.
So Ajdin, you probably play the most vehicles out of all of us.
Yeah, vehicles can be fun. But I'm used to them in like Grixis because of Edward Kenway or Gruul because of Bellow. Now, I don't know if I want to mess with energy that much.
That's my thought. Is
with
that
vehicles, you can. It's on theme. Some people might really love it. It's for somebody. So I would say this is an A.
I would put it B, but I won't like argue against A.
I just don't see anything against it, and it's still like. It draws you cards, right? Or no, it doesn't.
You see, it doesn't get A. It doesn't draw you cards.
It makes vehicles
It makes vehicles though,
that fly.
and there's some fun ones in those colors.
The vehicles
I'm
do
gonna
fly.
say A. I'm gonna stand by A for me.
The vehicles do fly, and that's not nothing.
I mean, a lot of vehicles fly anyway, but
I'm fine with A, but I'm for at least right now, just because we're getting
we
started.
might bump it down. But for now,
It's like
good starting point.
bottom
Alright.
of A for me right now.
Yes.
Intent the Dreamer.
I'm not a vehicle trooper.
The last Elder Dragon.
I love this guy.
Whenever Intent the Dreamer deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 and a blue. If you do, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may play that card without paying its mana cost for as long as Intent remains on the battlefield. Yo.
Right?
Okay. All right. Bet.
This guy's probably my favorite out of the Elder Dragons we've reviewed.
Like, maybe a little bit too overcosted, but like,
all of them are.
all of them are.
They're all overcosted.
But I love his ability the most.
He doesn't have
out of
haste.
the ones we've reviewed.
He doesn't have haste, but that's a relic of his time.
Yeah.
Also, you're in Temur. It's really
we're
easy.
not judging power here. It's.
Yeah.
Do you like what he does? Do you think your opponent
Well,
will hate you?
Okay, him not having haste is still a factor in how fun I'm gonna have with him.
Yeah, but like you got time. To
For what
give
it's
it
worth,
haste.
if he had haste, you still wouldn't be able to pay the cost. Like, yeah,
You're just going for ramp,
yeah.
so none of the costs matter. I guess.
I want to say B.
We could start him at B. Yeah.
Like
He's like
okay, I want to say A,
he's
but
like-
I don't think he truly belongs in A.
Yeah, he doesn't truly belong in. I feel the same way. He's a B, probably a mid to low B, for me.
I'm gonna drop him in B. That's probably like
As high
a
as you-
blessing for the dragon.
Yeah.
Because every other dragon we've touched so far.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
just
I
gotten the
like
shit.
the Abzan one. I think that one has merit still. I would vote it higher than you guys voted it, but anyway.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Alright.
For what it's worth, I still don't think it's better than Piru.
Piru's fucking sweet.
I like it. I like it more than Piru, but like it's not better than Piru.
I don't know if I like Piru or in. We're gonna decide
For-
later.
For the criteria that we have,
I am aware.
that's where I'm at. I'm
I like this guy better than Piru, I think, but only by a little bit. Only like.
Alright,
He
anyway,
just seems
just
fun.
go next.
only by a gaggle. Only by
Yeah.
boom.
Ooh.
Already, the song unending.
8 mana Temur flying protection from white and black.
Uh-oh.
ETB. It deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control.
Yo, where's Animar?
I mean, yeah, the pro white black. This is
All seriousness though. Let's see.
It at the end of the day, it is just a big old 10-10 idiot.
I'd want to play it in Miram.
This feels way better than 99 than
You would
anything.
want to play it in a 99 more?
Yeah.
I think C is fine. I don't think it deserves D jail, but like,
We'll see. For now, put it in C. I could see it getting dropped.
yeah, depending.
Oop, I hit the wrong button. Busted Commander. I hate it. Wait, do you hate this Ureni, Bobby?
Or is it the other
Or
Rennie?
is it the other one? That's the question I have for you. Because this is from the pack. This is from the set. So-
Yeah, because this one's like, some people might look at you and like, oh man, this guy's going to keep board wiping or
Put
whatever.
it in C.
But,
We might drop intent and it down, but put it in C.
but there's like better
Sure.
options if you want to be doing that anyway.
Actually, you know what? No, put in D. Put in D. You were right. Put in D.
Yay.
Yeah, just put it in D.
You're never playing it as your commander, I think.
Yeah.
The other one though.
I mean, when we get to that.
Ooh.
Yasova Dragonclaw, 3 mana, green 2, trample 4/2. Begin combat your turn. You may pay 1. Is it? If you do, gain control of target creature and opponent controls with power less than Yasova Dragonclaw's power until end of turn. Untap the creature, negates haste until end of turn.
I like this commander a lot.
Oh, Bobby, do you hate how many new cards there are? Is it confusing? Yeah,
That's fair, man.
I feel that.
That's fair.
This feels like
Dude,
Uh,
this
like
used to be
very-
a favorite.
this feels very baseline fun. Like
This
I
used
don't
to be
think
a favorite, but now it's been a little pushed out.
yeah,
Like people really like this.
C is
commander back in
fine.
the day.
I like to see.
yeah.
C,
Yeah,
high C for me then.
I guess.
High C fruit.
As long as we all remember that Yasova is high C and the rest of them are low in where they're at.
Sure.
Like she doesn't really get advantage in theory, but
Yeah.
she is
She's dynamic.
interacts
to
with
me.
the board. She interacts.
I still
with
think
it.
she's below intent for me, but
But what's your intent with this guy though?
Pithing Needle.
Bo. And Fibbleflip.
When Bobobo and Fibbleflip enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card, then you may discard any more land cards. When you discard one or more cards this way, it deals twice that much damage to target creature. It has the ability of the one you're supposed to Pithing Needle, but as an attack ETB trigger, and then activated ability is the Flipple ability. Put it into its owner's library, third from the top.
This is a wild commander. I've never built a deck around a commander like this.
I feel like you're putting in a lot of work for not a lot of upside.
I don't know, man. I don't discount the amount of cards you can discard. And
It just hits creatures.
It just
it
You-
does
you-
just hit creatures, but that's still not nothing. You can it's spot remove. It's easy spot remove. He's a 5.
I would put it below Yasova, above
Ew.
Urani.
Ew, he's a B for me.
I like Yasova more.
Okay.
It looks like we're having a little bit of a disagreement right here.
Y'all 100%, but it's okay. You
So
put
as
it.
long as we agree that she's better and he's worse, then we're on the same page. At a minimum, like I will say,
I think this guy's
he
more
ETBs and
dynamic
draws a
than me.
card.
He does draw you a card.
And like I said, I've never built a deck around a commander like that, and I think it would be sick, personally. I don't know.
Pithing Needle.
That's the wrong one.
Dice to Golgari Charm. Don't play the deck.
Surak
What
Dragonclaw.
about base Surak?
Play it in 99.
I mean,
I play this in Eshki.
like, you can play this as your commander if that's what gets you going. I guess there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with this card. I just don't know where to. I'm biased. To me, it's an average card that I normally play in a 99, but like,
Does
there's
it?
nothing wrong with him as a commander.
Okay.
An
You either
average pod.
you either put it up.
See?
You either put it above Urani because it's in 99 jail, or you put it above
It's definitely above your any for me, I think.
or you put it above Borborygomos and Fibblethip because like it's for me anyway.
Maybe it's a B for me. Kind of good, right?
Like he's good.
Like, good.
I just think he's way better than
he's-
99, and that loses him a few points.
I mean, I don't think a commander should like. I
To
actually
me,
don't
like,
remember
he's
what I
just-
said last time about this. He does the thing.
He just does the thing you need Timur to do, but you're kind of going vanilla Timur. Maybe that's biased. I
I'm-
feel like you're going like vanilla.
feel like
Timur,
I'm
like
ki-
the Timur pile.
I
if
feel like
you're playing this.
I'm kind of agreeing with Bobby here.
What is Bobby saying?
This is a lazy commander.
It kind of
Yeah.
is. It kind of is.
Bobby, I like that. Top of D.
Top of D.
Top of D.
Surak's got the D.
D-
He has the D unlocked.
Surak's got the D.
But after that, like,
Surak D.
yeah, lazy commander. That's what sold me because
He is.
at
He
the
just
minimum
Timur
intent,
piled.
like,
Does.
I'm compelled, right? That was always the catch. I mean, is it engaging to play with and against? And Surak is.
It's debatable. You're gonna have like a
I
mixed experience.
I could see him going into C, bottom of C.
You're gonna have a mixed experience with this guy. It's a low C or high D for me.
No, high D, because Surak's got the D unlock, and that was funny. To me,
Okay.
So, what about me? The
Me,
immortal.
the immortal.
Get it?
5 mana, blue, red, green, 2 colorless, 3/3 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put your choice of a +1 counter, first strike counter, vigilance counter, or menace counter on me, the immortal. Okay, counters matter. Counters remain on me as it moves to any zone other than a player's hand or library. You may cast me from your graveyard by discarding 2 cards in addition to paying its other cost.
I think the second 2 paragraphs make this.
As I was reading this, I was imagining its mana cost as Grixis. Is that weird? I know it does +1/+1 counters, but like.
I think the second 2
Very
paragraphs
Grixis.
save this from like low tier. I think this is high B, low A. Maybe mid B.
First strike, vigilance, menace.
Do I like this
so,
more?
Like, here's the thing. I don't care about that first line of test, like them.
Yeah.
The commander keeping any of those counters, but you can put other counters on her.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would stay, like an immortal counter, or
In green, I can't remember the card name, but it was from a commander precon. It puts a hexproof counter on it.
yeah. There's a bunch of them.
I think I like this a little bit less than intent, but like that's because intent just reads funny to me.
He just does this funny thing too.
I would put this in B tier above or below intent.
I would.
It's.
I
I
kinda
think
wanna
it's stronger than him.
I think it's. If someone sat down, yeah, it's the Timur version of that Golgari commander from back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Except it actually grows itself.
Yeah.
And then it has the ability to. I don't think the Golgari commander can cast out of the graveyard. I guess I could check that right now.
I would have way more fun building that Bobo deck out and playing it though. I'd say that.
Just the
This feels a little cheesier.
to not cast out of the
potentially,
graveyard just keeps the counters.
but- Yeah.
But
But
then
that
he-
was a 2-drop.
And then he has haste and blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
yeah.
But
He also comes down way earlier.
Right.
I
To me, the Bobo Fibble Flip looks way funner, but so I would rank it lower than that.
you
But
really like the Bobo Flip Flip.
I think it's more dynamic than this.
I think
But-
this Schmackle.
I
What do
think-
you think?
I think this will most.
How many schmeckles is this worth?
How many schmeckles is this worth? Schmeckle.
Schmeckle.
Would you schmuckle this?
Is this worth at least a D schmeckle? A C? She loses points because all I can think of is Game of Thrones. And the worst part is it's Doctor Who. It's not Game of Thrones. And yeah,
I don't know, man. You don't agree with me? Like that Bobo and Fibblethip are a little funner to design, play against. Like this is just like it does the thing. You know, you're gonna do one thing.
yeah, maybe more. I wasn't on the right scene for you to read it, but I guess you were reading it. I mean, I schmeckle the art. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that because she's real.
I don't know.
That's the actress.
Oh, that's the actress. Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing.
I don't even know the actress.
Maisie Williams.
Thank
Or-
you.
No idea who that is.
Is it Maisie Williams? I don't know. The game Arya Stark.
Who?
What?
Surprisingly, don't know it.
Oh, okay.
I put her at the top of B.
Okay.
All right.
I agree with that.
Or sorry, top. He said below intent. No,
I'm okay with
below
that.
intent. There we go. Because it was supposed to be the top of C.
All right.
I think the gameplay is unique enough. There's like it's just Skullbriar, right?
But no.
But I don't
black.
know what you do exactly with it.
Eshki Dragonclaw, the set version. Vigilance Trample Ward 1. At the
like
beginning
the
of
art.
combat on your turn, if
Oh,
you
I
cast
love
both a
this
creature
art.
spell and a non-creature spell, draw a card and put 2/1/1 counters on Eshki Dragonclaw.
I got to draft this with Ureni. Oh, it was so awesome.
She's got a lot going for her, but I feel like I'd rather just play the commander version.
The commander version also wants you to be casting.
Yeah. Well,
No?
yes.
How was she worded exactly?
Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw or put a 1/1 counter on her. Then if its power is 4 or greater, put a draw a card, and then if it's 6 or greater, she burns a board for her power.
So you just care about growing her by casting creature spells. and
Yeah,
that's
but if
why
you-
went Primal Surge.
But like if you cast multiple creatures in a turn, you can keep burning everyone.
Right. And you can get very cheesy with that.
Yeah. Like if you have Animar and Gwenna, like I did on Sunday.
Are you
It's-
playing the statue? Oh no, you don't play the statue because you're not playing.
She's a fair vote.
There's a statue that bounces itself.
Mm.
If you reduce the cost enough, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eshki reads like a fair
Fair Voja.
Probably the worst part. Probably the part about her that like is what's the sentence I want? Damning her with faint praise. I would love to play her in the 99 of Eshki
Yes.
because she has 4 power, so I'll draw a card.
Okay, like, do we judge based on the existing other? Yeah, I guess we should, right?
So let's look at the tier list that we have right now.
Because
right?
this does scratch all like most of the itches I have with commander, like choices.
It also gives me everything that I want out of an interesting commander, right? So I'm compelled to say this is the best that I have seen, right? Mostly because we don't.
Yeah.
What's our feeling on
I think
vehicles?
as
We're not
far
a
as
vehicle
power
shooter.
level and it's fun and engaging, I think most people can build. You can build her in many different ways too, so you never know what you'll find.
That and the thing that your Eshki doesn't do is kill with commander damage.
Yeah.
She kills with commander damage.
True.
So,
Personally, I don't know where you want to put it. I would
A for
'cause
me.
I would put it below me. But like I'm okay with B or A.
For me, it's an A. I think this
I wouldn't put it in A, but
is way more interesting than me for me, but maybe high B then.
She's a Voltron commander, guys.
She doesn't have to be, but yes, she would be good as a
That-
Voltron.
If you're
commander.
looking to build her in a way that's different and unique from normal Eshki, it's a Voltron commander. You kill with commander damage. She has vigilance and trample. She block and she attack.
Yeah.
So.
okay.
I'm gonna put her high B.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her B and C where all the debates happen.
The Swarm Lord.
I downloaded the wrong one.
Wait, what?
I
Why?
downloaded the Surge foil. Unless they only have
Whatever.
foils.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, who's reading the Swarm Lord?
6 mana Timur 5/5 rapid regeneration. The Swarm Lord edits the battlefield with 2++ counter on it each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. And then Xenos Cunning. Whenever a creature you control with counter on it dies, draw a card. This is a Timur commander.
1/1
that
counters.
cares about counters, and if things die with counter, draw.
And then also he incentivizes you casting him from the command zone a lot of times. So like he's already at 6.
Or he just gets a bonus, I guess. Not quite the bonus that Prosh gave you, but like
I guess
it's kind of like what was that ability? It wasn't I can't remember what they called that ability in that commander cycle with Prosh, but
I can agree with low C, high D.
2 high mana to be fairly efficient, 2 little effect to be worth the mana, unless you're
this is
fucking
a D
comboing.
for me.
Unless you're food court, in which case like there's better food court commanders, right?
There's a lot of Timur choices,
At a
I
minimum,
think, but
if you're playing Food Chain, this is a commander out of the command zone that with Food Chain in play and Squee, you do the thing because you cast your commander.
and then you start drawing
Which,
your whole deck.
When he dies, well, actually no, he has exile. Doesn't even work with Food Chain.
Yeah, he won't draw your deck, but you can cast them a billion times and I guess fling them or something. I don't know, but yeah, no, he's not quite a good food chain. Like
I'm gonna say low C. If someone has experience with Swarm Lord, I'm willing to be sold on him.
for me, he's too high costed.
Generically, like
So
if I imagine
I
like
want to say
budget,
D, but
if I imagine budget gameplay, like I feel
Could
like
be
there's something
really
that could be
fun.
shine.
could be really fun.
So benefit of the doubt. So someone comment if like you've experienced joy and fun with the Swarm Lord. If you haven't, that's okay. What about loot?
Me
Read 'em.
personally, it's an A.
You should read them.
Okay, fine. He's 5-drop, 2/4, double strike, vigilance, haste. He has 3 different exhaust abilities. Exhaust for a green, tap him, add 3 mana of any color, pretty good. Exhaust, blue, tap him, draw 3 cards. Exhaust red, tap him, deal 3 damage to any target.
This card is exhausting.
8.
It's an A.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
It's an A. It's an A for me. Potentially an S, but probably an A. Come on.
It was
No, he's an A. He's an A. Not an S.
I would put him above Pia.
I'll put him above Pia. Ignoring the marketable plushie side of things, he gave me that like Timmer migraine that I have when like it's really doing a lot, but it wasn't quite the a lot that is right for me. As a matter of fact, I'd say this is the type of Timmer commander that is
his
like
kind.
your kind. So long as you're not doing primal
used
surge.
to be my kind.
Yeah.
Because I started playing Timmer, so.
I have personal feelings about loot, but I'm willing to concede high A. What about this guy? Have you heard of him?
Gimbal, Gremlin Prodigy. He's a 5-drop 4/4. Artifact creatures you control have trample. I kind of moved from like a Gremlin voice to like radio voice.
Yo, hold up. Is that General Grievous?
Right?
At the beginning of your end step, create a 0/0 red gremlin artifact creature token. Put X/1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named artifact tokens you control.
Differently named tokens.
I love this guy.
Put him in jail.
Put him in. I mean, put him in. Hang on, he's fun. He's funny though. He's a funny
So
gremlin.
Funny.
Uh,
And then he's kind of like he's not crazy. He's not gonna be gaining much value. I think you gotta work a little for him.
I also do think there's a chance that like he could be like one of those commanders that like someone sits down and just is like gums up the board with random artifact tokens. It's just like I don't want to play.
Here's a
against
treasure
this.
token. Here's a clue token. Here's a food token. Here's
Oh, you
I
mean a
guess
ki-
artifact? Yeah, there's that, but
that's the thing.
but like you get one token on end step after you reach 5 mana.
Like obviously you start with I'm gonna put in Gilded Goose.
I'm gonna play Academy Manufacturer. Here's my commander.
Yeah.
I don't think he deserves. I would put him above the Swarm Lord, but no higher.
Oh, he is 5 mana. That's a good point, Schmackle.
Wait.
I was thinking he was
Wait.
4.
Top of D.
Top of
The
D.
Gremlin deserves love, but not out of jail.
Okay. Fair enough.
The Gremlin is our favorite criminal.
I feel like people would get a little annoyed, especially if you like
Yeah.
can't, like I can't keep an organized board. If I play this commander, it would be hell for me and the table.
What about if you played this commander?
I love this guy. I love all Omnaths.
When
All
you-
right, Omnath, Locus of the Royal. Green, blue, red, 1 colorless, 3/3. When Omnath, Locus of the Royal, enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. I love me some Kindred. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental you control. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. Yo, this is drawing you cards for lands. Drawing you, S. It's a Kindred commander. It's a Hardened Scales commander. It's a Landfall commander. It draws you cards. It's 4 mana. It's a 3/3. This is an S.
I think it could get into A based on the elemental tribal, but like it's land soup.
If we were talking the 4-color one, I would put that in like WA tier almost. But this guy, just right.
Do you agree with us here?
Is 8 lands a hard ask, Sonny? Is it?
You are devoting quite a bit to get to there. If you're getting there fast, you're devoting quite a bit of your resources to even.
But then he
get
draws
there.
cards. Like once you get there, you draw cards. And what?
Fair
You
enough.
draw a Sky Shard claim? Oh no. Oh no.
I wouldn't play
tap
Sky
4
Shroud
mana-
Claim personally.
But then you tap 4 mana to get 2 untapped lands, so it really just costs 2 mana to draw 2 cards. On
Yeah,
top of next
fair
turn
enough,
being 2
fair
mana
enough.
up.
But is that bad? You're still going for like an aggro win.
Yeah, and then from there, yeah, the +1/+1 encounters, you're going to punch.
Yeah.
So-
And there's a lot of really good synergies with landfall and +1/+1 encounters, i.e. Bristling Bill, Roiling Earth, or Roaring Earth. There's like 5 cards that do the Roaring Earth effect.
Something the thought in my head is that you're able to commit to those opening hands that are just all about ramping up to that high mana value, and then you're not punished for being out of cards in hand because you play your commander, then play the land, and boom, you're good. Like you're starting to dig through your deck. They kill your commander to stop you from drawing cards. Well, thank goodness you just ramped up to 8. You just play him again. This is the deck that rewards you for just my entire hand is just all lands. What does Timur stand for, Schmackle?
That's every mana usually right now.
Oh, that does say.
Anyway, my vote has been placed. It's an S for me. You guys do what you want with it.
I can do what I want. When? He's just the least interesting lands decks to me. I guess if we categorize land decks, I'm looking at this from the perspective of the Timur commanders.
Here's my compromise.
I'm compromisable.
Put it in S. We'll reevaluate later. I
Dude.
don't think it's S,
I
but
love
Ajdin's really
boss.
adamant about it.
To me, so my problem is okay. So I'm comparing it to the one that also has white. That one you could theoretically build as a elementals landfall deck as well, right? And it could work good. But it incentivizes you to move away from that more. This kind of fits just right for me in a particular strategy that you actually don't see a lot of. Like, you see a lot of landfall decks, but you don't see a lot of the ones that just utilize the ones that say put a +1/+1 counter on the thing. Just go aggro.
This is the better Kindred elemental commander.
That's
and
why I think he's
in a
just
certain
right.
way, a better landfall commander because of the 4-color Omnath. He wants you to be multiple land drops a turn.
Yeah.
They're old tokens I made by hand. Don't worry about it.
Put it in S. We'll reevaluate later. Ajdin's
Yeah,
really,
we can bump it down later, but for now, I'd like this at an S. There's probably better S's.
And that's right there next to A, Bobby. So we'll see what happens in the future.
Luna, Apex of Wishes. Flying, Trample. It's a 6/6. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until it exile a non-land permanent card. Put that card on the battlefield or into your hand.
All right, go ahead, rate it fully. This is up your alley.
I mean, the mutate saves it from A. Or from B. From S. Geez. The mutate prevents it from being in S.
Oh,
but
damn.
A is
Damn.
good enough.
Damn. Polymorph dot deck, yes. Yeah, that's kind of how. That's the best way to build it, right? Or the efficient way to build it, polymorph. But
Doesn't that make it kind of a wah? Because you're mutating on top of creature tokens typically to dodge
a little bit.
every permanent except the one permanent you want. Iluna's claim to fame is being the second best mutate commander that has mutate on it. That's rough. Top of B.
Sure.
For now.
There's something to respect, but like, I like what's going on here more.
Yeah.
Personally,
Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
3 mana, 3/4 Timur, first strike reach. When she attacks, exile up to one target legendary artifact card or legendary land card from a graveyard and put a discovery counter on it. You may play a card from exile with a discovery counter on it this turn. At the end of combat on your turn, if you attack this turn, create a treasure token. Because she raids. She's raiding the tombs. She's a tomb raider. You get it?
Y'all.
She's getting the treasures.
Man.
You know what's really
I
cool
was
about
like
her?
5 or 6 when I played my first Tomb Raider game.
Schmackle, you're going to jail.
Damn. No, those are at least beat. I'm going to
Ajdin, you're going to jail. She can loot Mindslaver. That's legendary, right? Hold on a second. Mindslaver. It's a legendary artifact. Holy shit, guys! I know what deck I'm building next.
What?
Is that glitchy right there? Yeah.
I don't know.
The pixels are happening.
What are you talking? I have lost you.
Oh, Dude, don't worry about it. I put an overlay to stop like some of the ads popping, so now they see pixels going on. But Ajdin, we can be cellmates. The best part about her is a discovery counter. You maintain tracking the things you exile.
I think this is a very fun thematic commander. And on that, it's not powerful, but on the note that is very thematic and like fun oriented, and in the landscape of like tabletop role play or tabletop game commander pods, A tier at the very least.
There's a a certain kind of timber deck I have always wanted to build that has to do with legendary artifacts. But it was always with I think it was Emira or Emery. Emery? It's the
Emery?
green red I care about artifacts commander. But looking at this, I kind of want to play her in Lara Croft. So, I don't know, to me it's
I want to put her.
probably a B for me, but you could probably put her as a C as well. It's up to you.
Bobby says S is not S is a fair assessment.
Really?
Uh,
Of Lara Croft?
yeah.
S?
Everyone else is making jokes.
Of course.
I'm gonna put her in S right now. Mostly. No, wait. To be fair, who wouldn't with Malara? No, wait. I say S. I feel like you would have said S because you can loop her with a Mindslaver.
She's
And because the Mindslaver comment has. Now I'm compelled to build
Yo.
her. I wasn't compelled before.
Yo,
What?
I'm cool with putting her at S.
Sure.
I like her.
If the discovery counters didn't exist, D. It'd be dead. It'd be dead to me. I say S. Maria that.
Oh, Maria, yeah, Scholar of Antiquity.
That's the one I was talking about, the green red commander. I really need to fucking build her for.
Yeah, I remember building
I
that deck
keep
once.
saying I'm gonna build her.
Oh my goodness. I need to build her too because I have a copy of this Maria that Bug decorated with his teeth.
Nice.
Yeah, I like this Maria. I built that once.
Yeah, I want to build her as like a experimental frenzy deck that abuses like the top of the library.
Anyway, next.
Oh, this one for you.
Balloona, Grand Squall. This is like theoretic on EDH rec anyway, the most popular Primal Surge commander, which kind of makes sense because like I'm not gonna read it in a second, but it incentivizes you to play adventure cards, which like you can still cast your instants and sorceries, but then they're permanents on the front side. Anyway. The adventure is 5 mana, instant, mill 7 cards, put all cards that have had an adventure from among mill cards into your hand, and then the creature side is a trample. Permanent spells you cast that have an adventure cost 1 less to cast. So you can see the vision here. The vision is I have Primal Surge, but also instants and sorceries.
I like that he's a giant noble. Is that his feet on top of a house?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On top of a gingerbread house.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. It does get a bump from Final Fantasy.
Okay, the Final Fantasy bump because of the adventure lands is kind of funny.
Oh my god.
You only get 3,
Not nothing.
and Balloona can only get back the adventures you mill. I'm deferring. I don't have strong feelings.
All right, let's compare.
High
it to
B.
some-
I don't think this would
compare to what's in B.
I don't like in the final vision of like the cards. If we were to pick 12 Temur commanders that represent Temur, I don't think this is one of them. But I do like it a lot.
Fair. I don't like it enough as well for it to be top 12, I guess.
It just does nothing. It does nothing for me and my soul.
Riku.
Riku of many paths.
Oh
Timur.
yeah, he went cowboy this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Timur, 3-drop, 3/3. Whenever you cast a modal spell, choose up to X, or X is the number of times you chose a mode for that spell. Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play it. Put a +++ counter on Riku of many paths. It can trample until end of turn. And create a bird.
It's a D for me.
Modal spells
Modal spells.
is
What counts as a modal spell?
so if it has multiple options on the like
Anything that
See,
has multiple options.
look at that.
Jessica's Will.
Okay. Okay.
But it.
Ah.
Hello, Luna. Welcome to Riku of the Many stream.
What Luna?
If your creature, I don't think your creatures count as modal, even if they have the pips. If they modal from ETB or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's only instants and sorceries. like Selesnya Charm, right?
Selesnya Charm,
Choose
Cryptic
one.
Command,
Choose 2, right?
Jessica's Will, Chroma's Will, stuff.
How many of them do you play? Be
Well,
honest.
how many would you want to play with this guy?
As many as like you're trying to proc him as many.
You could play Primal Command. It's not the worst.
No, right there. I think that's what you'll say about most of them. It's not the worst.
Well, these days, yeah.
Like I don't think modal. I think a deck of modal cards is.
I think you're gonna have fun building it, but then you're gonna have a C experience playing it.
D tier. I agree with Bobby. D tier just for the
I was saying D originally.
D for the decision paralysis.
Which is where Bobby and Schmackle are finding.
Coma Cosmos Serpent is a pretty cool
That's
card.
the new one, right?
What?
Or is that the new one or the old one?
Man, I don't know.
Well, we can look it up right now. So
Look
long
it
as
up.
everyone's okay with the pixels.
Look it up.
Coma Cosmos Serpent is
No, that's the old one.
it's the guy.
It's a card. It is certainly a card of all time.
Listen, if I mean, he locks out games. He's very good at locking out games. He's a good 99 card and a good commander. He has a little bit of a stigma against him though, so you're gonna get targeted a lot. I would say overall a high B or a low A.
But this is
If I had to
Simic.
rate a Simic commander.
I'm not afraid that you're about to do some like really wild, crazy stuff in Simic, as opposed to some other commander combinations. But then at the same time, Coma plays like very controlling. So
The problem is you have parallel lives and a bunch of effects that give you multiple comas.
I mean that's what you're supposed to do, but like that's what Simic does too, and
That's the problem.
it's not
So
necessarily
there's a stigma.
it's not necessarily something that goes way out of control, but it's still a controlling deck.
It can lock you out pretty quick. There is definitely he's like a wham almost.
I'm here to I will play against Coma. I'm happy to play against Coma.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
almost not, but I will.
Anyway,
But we do have to talk about some Timur stuff right now, including Averna, the Chaos Bloom. That's my segue. I'm so good at this. Take it away, Bobby.
It's an old classic. Okay, Averna the Chaos Bloom is 3 mana Temur, 4/2. As you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards onto the battlefield tapped. This is just if. Do you want to cascade? How about you also land when you cascade?
All right, hear me out.
Yeah.
This is a D. It dies to shock.
All right, hear me out. Top of A. I think there are games where it gets too soupy for S, but boy, do I love playing it.
I would love to rate it an S. Even not playing it myself, but I could see myself loving the deck. A high A or S for me.
Did you know that on my Architect, my Averna list has like 11K views?
Fuck yeah.
And on my Moxfield, it has like 10.
That tracks. Hell yeah. It's done some sweet stuff on here.
Yeah. Okay. If before I changed the deck to Yidris, I would have put it as S. But like, I can.
There's better S's for sure, but like, let's
She's
put it in high A.
she's not in 99 jail.
No.
I like her because insofar as like this is what Timur wants to do.
Yeah.
It's what Timur wants to do.
It's what you want to do if you're in Cascade and in Timur.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that.
Loot, the key to everything.
Oh my god, it's another
Bad
He's
loot.
everything.
Beginning of your upkeep, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of card types other than online control. You may play those cards this turn.
I don't have a lot to say about this thing. It's kind of a D for me. It's a 99 jail card, like heavily, and if that.
Sunny's saying B.
B. What? I'm a little surprised. Maybe I'm missing something.
I'm not compelled.
I like the blush.
But like you are in theory drawing a lot of cards.
In theory.
Luna says
There's
any
a lot of
Luna
ways to
S.
draw a lot of cards into.
Yeah, but
I'll throw it at the top of C. Best me.
I'm putting it at the bottom of B.
Really? Okay.
I'm willing to, because I'm willing to be
This just doesn't speak to
be
me.
swayed by anyone in the chat right now. Luna and Sunny have feelings.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
But I don't know. At a minimum, I don't know if no matter how good I can be convinced this loot is, I don't know if it's going to be the top 12 Timber
I
commanders.
just
for
like
us.
the other one so much more. And then there's the mono green one I really like. I would rate that one highly.
He does do the impulse draw that Timmer can do, but that's what Red can do, and in Simic you just draw.
There's just so many ways.
So, you know,
and it's like, why play a 3-mana 1/2? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Why not just play?
I'm willing to
I
hear
don't know.
more, but I'm going to hear more as I hear more about
Hey, this is
Sahili.
this is the one Julius played.
4-mana 4/4. Whenever you cast an artifact or artificer spell, you get an energy. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 3 energy. When you do, create a token of the copy target permanent you control, except it's a 5/5 artifact creature in addition to its other types, and has haste. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step.
I think this is Timu Satya.
Yeah.
You're making copies, but like bad. Not bad,
Okay,
worse.
So before Horizons 3 hit, Timmer was the prime
This is-
energy colors.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It was the prime energy colors. But then Horizons 3 hit, and yes, we got Sahili after Horizons 3. We got a lot of good red-white energy stuff.
You know what this
which
deck?
boosted like Jeskai quite a bit because we still got a lot of good blue.
You know what
energy
this
cards.
can't run?
What can it run?
Wrath from the Skies.
New
Okay.
Sahili is a little bit better than okay for me, but not much. So
Energy commanders get an instant D tier for renaming modern for 2.5 years from me, so I'm biased.
you know, that's okay. That's okay. It was more so energy and Lord of the Rings, though. I argue.
I'm ultimately on the same page as Ajdin. All the extra product has taken energy away from Timmer, but I would
I was craving a Timmer energy commander.
but doubling up on that, but before all the extra energy stuff from other products, I just didn't see the energy commander.
If you were going to run an energy deck, would you rather run this or Sadia?
I'd rather it on Sadia because
Topacy.
it's.
I'd rather never mind Sadia for a second. I'd rather run the vehicle truther.
I was looking at her more than this when it was initially spoiled.
Neither of them draw cards.
Again, I was waiting for a good Timmer energy commander, but even the secondary one wasn't in personally. It didn't do the thing I wanted.
The best energy commander is Liberty Prime, and we all know it.
Mike Nice saying Sahili is dog dude.
Why do you have Mike Knight?
Yeah, it's not showing up on the.
I have it on my phone. It's not on OBS yet. That's weird. So I'm gonna put this where
Put in where? Why where?
because kind of really dogging on her and the whole archetype.
There it is.
No, we didn't. I didn't get the dog shit one.
Yeah,
That's
didn't get
weird.
The dog shit one.
My phone did,
Maybe
Oh,
because it had bad words in it.
but my phone did.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe but Iden's not a mod.
I'd rather do anything than play with energy. Look, it has a special place in my heart because I played it when it came out.
Topacy is fine. I
Top of
think.
C. We're going top of
Topacy.
C.
S below Lara Croft.
Below Lara Croft.
Really?
Yeah.
Eshki Timmer's Roar, 3-mana 2/2. It's the newest one from the precon. These are one of the ladies, one of the commanders. That is why we're doing this whole series to begin with. Whenever you cast a creature spell,
It's
put a
not
plus
for
plus
animal?
counter on.
Sorry.
Put a plus counter on Eshki. Then, if that spell's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. Then, if that spell's power is 6 or greater, Eshki deals damage equal to Eshki's power to each opponent.
Okay. Here, S tier below Lara Croft, and here's my reasoning. This card is so fun to play, but I feel like if you're facing it, you have this time bomb of when is this gonna pop off?
It's not as dynamic as Lara Croft.
Lara Croft, I feel like you can have fun playing with and against.
And your enemy doesn't know what they're about to get hit with, other than maybe the Mindslaver thing. That might be a little more known, but I think Lara Croft is more dynamic, so I agree with Foley.
I don't know. I'm more
It's S tier.
She's better than Lara Croft, but
S
I
tier,
am so much more interested.
bottom
in
of
playing
S
against
tier.
her.
Bobby, we have done the other wedges. We haven't done shards yet. We will probably do shards
We'll make it-
after
we'll-
Final
I'd
Fantasy
love to
stuff,
do
and
shards.
we formalize this whole
Ooh.
process.
Cards.
Yeah. Not shards, just wedges. Yeah, just wedges. We'll do shards after we formalize this whole process and do something with Final Fantasy.
Yep.
That's what's in my mind. But I feel stronger feelings if Eshki is across from me than if something like Lara Croft is across from me. But if you guys are saying she's below Lara Croft, I'm fine.
Are you saying she should be above
My
Laura?
problem is if someone sits down with Eshki, it's not that I like hate the commander. I love the commander. It's like, oh, I know what you're about to do here. I know what to expect. With Lara Croft, I kind of don't exactly. But it's more interesting.
She's S tier. Put her anywhere in S tier, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm putting her bottom of S. If it were me, she'd be the top of S.
For
But
what it's-
I'm
No.
willing to concede that.
What
Hang
is
on.
that reasoning though? Because
I-
I've given you my reason. We've given you our reason. What's your reasoning for putting her above Lara?
Bringing aggression to a game of Commander by default in a way that's fair is kind of
Is
in a
it
way
fa-
that's fair,
You think
but
that gives you
powerful
bonus
and
points?
efficient, right?
is it fair?
I think it is.
I don't think it's fair.
I think it's fair.
I think it's very busted.
She's borderline. She's borderline.
But
I would rate her higher than Animar, but I would put Animar in S. We'll see. Here.
Mike, nice. You're thinking of Mindslaver. We talked about it earlier.
Yeah,
which I need to build that now. But
yeah. You have, yeah.
I'm ultimately willing to
Okay.
defer.
Okay, hang on. More reasoning for why I put it where I put it. One, I wouldn't put Omnath where I put Omnath. And two, top of S is reserved for a card that's coming up in the future, and I cannot conscientiously put Eshki above that card.
What is he talking about?
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Oh no, it better not be that one right there.
Which one?
6 away.
No.
Good. I don't care.
We'll get to it when we get to it. Riku of Two Reflections.
How do you feel about this guy?
Riku?
Hi, Dad or Grandpa. I don't know how old you are these days.
Original Timmer, 5 mana, 2/2. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, you may pay Is It. If you do, copy that spell. If you cast whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay Simic. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature.
All right, guys, come on. All right, who knows this card? Who in our chat has played Commander around the time of this card's popularity?
I actually didn't play Commander when this was popular.
Oh man,
I've never played against this guy.
I remember when he was popular and Prophet of Krufix and Sylvan Primordial got printed.
Well,
But we don't live in those days.
he's
I love him.
Riku is probably
I have a hard time rating him. I love him.
Riku is probably a good example of like this is the thing that Timber wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Sort of in the same vein as Averna.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd put it below Averna.
Just below Verna. I think Averna's a little better these days. She's a little newer, kind of a little spicier.
Sonny is saying S. I love him, and he was a deck that was played by a late acquaintance of mine.
Hey,
I mean, he was like the most popular one like a while ago, so a long time ago. So it makes sense. And again, it like the face of he's the face of Timmer.
But in the vein of he was the most popular one back then, it was kind of like a little stigmatized because yes, like we had Prophet of Krufix and Sylvan Primordial printed.
All right.
Mike, I'm sorry you had a bad day at work today, but
yeah, dude,
I get that.
that always sucks.
So I'm glad we can cheer you up by talking about our favorite Magic the Gathering card ever, Rashimi and Ragavan.
Elf Monkey. Think about that.
Man,
Yo,
two characters I both love.
4 mana, 2/4. Whenever you cast your first spell during each of your turns, exile the top card of target opponent's library and create a treasure token. Then you may cast the exile card without paying its mana cost. If it's a spell, mana value less than the number of artifacts you control. If you don't cast it this way, you may cast it this turn.
God, what a scary command. That's a little scary, but at the same time, it's fair because you don't quite control the top of your opponent's library.
I
right?
think I
You're
tried.
not playing black, so you can't.
I think I tried building this once, and I just never really got around to finalizing a list, and then scrapped it.
I could see that. There's a lot of it's open. It's a little open ended
Yeah.
as far as the commander goes, which kind of
We played.
it's not a downside.
We played one game with it.
Really?
One game a million years ago.
I think it was really good, right?
It Yes,
I remember,
but
I
it
think I
was
remember being-
hard to run at the same time. This is 4 mana, do nothing the turn you play it. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like it.
I could.
I would put it
agree with
above. I would put it above Saheeli and C tier.
above Saheeli.
above.
It is. It has the potential to be way stronger than Saheeli, so I could see that.
It's a Voltron Commander C tier at most.
Oh, it's a Voltron commander.
I can't see it as.
Why is it a Voltron commander?
I don't see the Voltron in it. I just see the.
Wouldn't you just make a bunch of treasure tokens or something?
I just see the sadness in casting it on turn 4 and doing nothing.
You're not casting a turn 4. You're.
I see the
green.
sadness of casting my commander and doing nothing and hoping it wheels around. Like I get it back to my next turn.
Okay, hang on, because I just want to like throw something out.
Yeah, because of the way it's rewarded.
I just want to throw something out in the air because I feel like there's a difference between playing your commander and doing nothing as like a 2 or 3 drop and playing your commander doing nothing as a 4 or 5 drop. Because like there are games where I play Gale as a 3 drop on turn 3, do nothing, and then the next turn do something.
But like turn 4 might be a little different.
Yeah.
Luna has a question for us when Luna posts it. Sunny says the fact that it specifies your turn rather than each turn like OG Rashmi. This one makes me sad. It's artifact heavy, but like you also want to be. I think you want like some flash effects. Like you circumvent it a little bit by Leyline of Anticipation, cast it at the end of prior to player's turn.
You
4.
could do it that way. You have Alchemist Refuge as well. You have
Okay, hang on, hold on. There's some
Emergence Zone.
degeneracy going on here. Okay, if
Luna
so,
has
if
a question for.
okay, so if you copy VV, and let's say you cast a non-creature spell, would each copy trigger, or do you just have the one, just to select the one VV and that only one that one triggers? That was a mouthful. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. So let me read her. So she says whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on VV Orniteer, and it deals 1 damage.
Orniteer?
Trigger.
So if you like copied her with like a spark double, each one is its own unique thing.
Yeah.
They each trigger, and you put a 1/1 counter on each.
And they will each deal the damage.
So like yeah, if you copy with like Iranus' file duplication, spark double, Sakashima, and then you get to activate each one because they're all separate creatures.
It is another permanent in play.
Honestly,
But if you're not like, if they're both legendary, when you copy them, you cannot retain priority and like you have to resolve sacking one of them, and then you can.
yeah, you can't. There's no world in which you can you can like just like.
At least as far as I know.
Yeah.
Vivi is a dude, by the way. He's a precious boy just trying to learn what it means to live.
Listen, I
Understood.
understood.
Okay.
Like all I knew about Vivi is that Vivi is a dark void of
Luna, you would be if they were non-legendary copies like Spark Double or like a John or Irenicus's Vile Duplication. Each one is its own separate card. You can activate them as they are.
Yeah, you can activate each one once a turn.
To answer the question, Luna, so long as you have a second copy of Vivi that is not legendary, the 0 ability they have is unique to each of them. There's nothing about the ability as written that is able to check for other permanents you have in play that may or may not have that ability. As a matter of fact, I can't think of any card that does work that way. Abilities don't have names that like in a proper rule set.
They're tied to the like physical card, right?
It's tied to the permanent, and so long as both permanents are able to live, okay, because I'm in a community game right now, and Vivi is my commander, and I have 35 copies coming in right now. Dude.
What?
That's great.
If what you mean is you're about to have 35 copies of Vivi in play, first of all, you cast a Taxiing Probe and you win, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny. We got
You cast
but
you
we do
yeah
have to
yeah okay. Let's go get back. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm really happy
that was
that
good. That
Scryfall
was-
is so easy to pivot
that's
to.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like a genius.
All right.
But-
Anyway, next.
But speaking of being a genius,
Are any of the unwritten? This is the scary one to what was it? Bobby or Mackle? One of them.
someone is traumatized by Urenia the Unwritten.
Flying Trample. Whenever Ureni or enters or attacks, look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a dragon creature card from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. What is it? What's up?
Why is it a 7/7 for 7 mana, but it looks at the top 8? I don't know.
That does annoy the shit out of me, but the Naya dinosaur before Panlaza that was really popular. I don't remember the name, but it kind of did
Gishath?
the same effect. Gishath. Did they put it on the battlefield?
Uh-oh.
No, maybe.
Because this is what the card reminds me of, so I want to compare it to that.
Maybe it did.
Gishath.
Type dinosaur. Type
And
Right,
I remember
I'm doing
that being
Scryfall search
highly
terms.
popular and pretty strong, but obviously we got Pantlaza now. Gishath.
Deals combat damage to a player. Reveal that many cards on top of your library. Put any number of diamonds or creature cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest of the bottom of your
Any
library.
number.
But you connect. You got to connect.
Yeah, but you
But
do have
trample
to.
haste.
This one is just attack.
Or enter. You can clone it.
Oh my god.
This one?
No,
this one.
this one. Ireni.
This one is on enter or attack.
You can clone it.
So there's the. I just want to compare to that real quick because that was the closest.
You
thing
can
I could think of.
ghostly flicker it. You can
Yeah.
extra
No,
combat.
there's like a million.
You can
have blue.
You can extra combat it. You can extra turns it. I think this could be our first
This
wah.
is just like okay, let's combo with a wet noodle. Right?
I think this could be our first wah.
It's a. it's one of those S or WA cards.
It's either
Um,
S or wet. I don't know what to put it at actually.
It
It feels
unlike the dinosaur, it's only getting one thing at a time, right? But it costs one less.
but it's kind of like an upgraded dinosaur too. Think about that.
That is what a dragon could be. Yes. I'm willing to put it in WA. Personally,
I'm good with Wham.
Wah.
I've heard enough experience about this card already.
it's
So
at a minimum, unlike Miram, right?
Yeah.
Miram's an easy
Why?
win.
Why would this guy be the first WA? Because the problems happen as soon as he enters play. The enter play, boom.
Oh,
Are
look,
you
it's
ready?
Shapeshifter.
At a minimum, Miram doesn't do anything when he enters play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Added 2 ramp pieces, and now the precon fucks. That sounds about right. What about Maelstrom?
99 jail, D jail. I don't know.
What about this 8 mana 7/5 where creatures you control have haste and cascade?
Like everything that on this card gives me a stiffy,
This is a B for me.
but
This is either a C or B. It's very average. It does what Timur wants. It's old though, so it has that flaw of this has old design. It could have been even better designed these days.
I'm fine with anywhere in B.
Anywhere in B.
Anywhere
fine.
B or lower.
Lower B.
I'll go low B.
Yeah.
It sticks to me as this is what Timur wants to do, right?
And then sometimes if you want to be a troll, you have that option too with this deck.
It does what Timur wants to do, but kind of.
Calamax, the
boring.
Stormsire. I really like this dude. I don't think Christine really wanted to build this.
I've played against this guy.
For what it's worth, a lot of people like this
Yeah.
one because
It's high up on the
Yeah.
Whenever you cast your first instant spell each turn, if Calamax Stormsire is tapped, copy that spell. You may choose new targets to the copy. Whenever you copy an instant spell, put a 1/1 counter on him. He incentivizes you to attack, so you tap him. Or is it?
No, what you do is you go Monstrous Rage and you copy it, or
Yeah.
Berserk or Blazing Shoal, or... Oh, this guy can be a little wah. This guy
I've
can be a
never
little wah or
seen the
very
wah.
high tier.
if Ureni
I
is
haven't seen him, but I'm telling you. He might be...
He doesn't do it. He doesn't do anything when he comes down.
he doesn't do anything when it comes down, and we're
So-
talking about
In that case, maybe not wah. But there's a lot of options in green and red to give him haste, guys.
how does
Just
he go?
saying.
How does he go infinite with any?
Because whenever you
combo
copy instant spell, you put a 1/1 counter on him.
and
Oh.
you cast your first copy spell, you cast Irivit's Vazova Vile Duplication, right?
You
Make
can't
a
hang
copy
on.
of him, then
What happens when you copy a copy spell? Like with what's his name? You could go what's the split?
oh you go he goes when you cast a sorcery and then you twin flare or some shit.
Or
Exactly.
Calvin, think about
Twin
this.
flame.
Think about this.
That's what I'm saying.
You wait for someone else.
That's what I'm saying.
You wait for someone else's turn. They cast Incarnation Technique, and you Flare of Duplication it.
Yeah. He's wah. He's wah. I'm pretty convinced he's wah.
Tell everyone.
I love him. I'd build and play him, but he's wah.
Yeah, you can throw him in WA.
Because like it's so obvious what you do with and just
Yeah.
what
come
if
on. But I really love him. I would definitely play this.
brings all the
Like,
forks.
this.
He comes in with the whole kitchen. Forks you to death.
I think doing that thing is funny. But
It's funny, but then you've done it, and then
Yeah.
you have to move on with your life.
WA.
Wah. Storm, Force of Nature, Temor,
Okay.
3/4, Flying Vigilance, Ceaseless Tempest. Whenever Storm deals combat damage to a player, the next instant sorcery spell you cast this turn has Storm.
On a pure, like, I want to play this level, S tier. On a pure, this is like across the table from me, WA.
You've sat down to play Storm, and I'm sitting across from you. I can't think of a lot of commanders above this list of you gotta die.
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal with it.
yeah, I have some other commanders in mind that deserve S tier. She's almost there, but she's a win.
I sat next to a Storm deck that only played land destruction spells. That's what I'm fucking saying.
You okay?
That hurt me.
Destroy target land a lot.
Oh my god.
It's just extra
Who hurt
combat.
that man?
She's Timur Narset. She's Timur Narset, guys. I don't.
For sure.
She's probably more likely for me to be high on the kill list, only because she's less people will see her as Timur Narset than people see Narset as Jeskai Narset. That's a sentence, Calvin. Good job.
Because you might see like Walker's Narset or something dumb, you know, but like Storm is Storm. You know what I mean? It's all over the card.
She's so good as a mill deck, Bobby.
That's kind of sick.
I'm willing to fuck with that.
All right.
Someone put a pin in that. Remind me later. I could see myself building that just like a Lara Croft Mindslaver deck, but she's still wham.
She is very WA.
Sorry, not sorry. What about Magus Lucian Kane, the human Tyranid wizard for 4/1/1? She's a spiritual leader. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a pulse and counter on target creature, and then she has Psychic Stimulus. Tap, add 2 colorless when you next cast a spell of excellent mana cost or activate an ability of excellent activation cost this turn. Copy that spell or ability. You may choose new targets for the copy.
Oh, man, I like building. I would like building her. I'd probably like playing her for a little.
She goes in B for bald.
Doesn't go infinite with goes infinite with Umbral Mantle. Yeah, it goes infinite.
But that's not horrible, right? It's not horrible. She's still a 4-drop 1/1. Like
Going-
a tragic slip without morbid kills her.
Going infinite with Umbral Mantle does not seem like it would put her like.
You
Not
still
wham.
need a thing to
She's
pair
not
it
wham
with.
for me.
Going infinite shouldn't be a problem in and of itself. It's just like how easy and like glaringly obvious is it? Guys, her ability to copy the next X spell stacks. Yes, I understand that.
Oh, so you
Yes.
can.
I understand that. You go
It's
infinite.
like the Cody thing.
Yes,
in a way.
you go infinite with the ability, and then the next X spell you cast, you have that infinite number of copies.
I mean, I would put her at least above Maelstrom Wanderer.
Yeah. Definitely above Maelstrom Wanderer for me, because that's mostly a troll card, honestly, or very. No one's Magus deck in my area is unique. Okay, fair enough.
But is stacking copies worth much in 2025?
It can be.
It
can be.
It can be. I don't know.
B for bald.
Somewhere, B for bald.
B for bald above Maelstrom Wanderer for sure.
High B because she's the most bald.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, top of S.
Oh,
Don't even care.
on.
This is one. Top of S. Don't even care. Look at this little dipshit. Look at him. Look at him.
Nothing says I'm here to have fun playing Commander like Flubs.
Dude.
Unless I don't know something secret and dangerous with him.
The only plan this guy has is what's on the top of his deck. Look at that little idiot.
Look,
Yeah, for real, dog.
I
I can't argue anything under an S, dude. Like, come on, say something.
Top of S, like straight to the top.
you can't. Someone could comment right now if you know of a consistent way to like, oh, this is how you fucking go off with him, and this is what everyone knows what to do, right?
Yeah, like, are we missing something? Because as far as I'm concerned, you'd have fun building this, you'd have fun playing it, and your opponents would be like, okay, let's go.
I have extra attachment to this commander because one of my friends, his online handle is Flub.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big FF14 guy.
I'm
Ass, man.
I'm willing to say top of S. If someone sat down across from me and they're playing flubs,
If someone knows,
I
of,
know
like,
I'm here for a good time.
Underworld breach line or something that like goes
like
crazy
even if
hard.
you fucking go with an underworld breach line, like
If one goes crazy hard, you can definitely build an underworld breach line in him. But like, can you do it crazy hard?
you go, can you go crazy?
Can you
hard without, like,
can you bounce on it crazy style?
Can you bounce on you crazy stuff?
Flubs is here to bounce on my boy's dick. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's top of S.
Xerus, the right where?
Hold on, Mike S. Mike Nice. Why S? We're gonna stop. We're not gonna talk about Snake yet because we want to.
Why S? Because dude, I don't know. I feel like anyone.
Look at his little dipshit face and tell me that he doesn't deserve S. Tell him to his face. Tell him to his face that he's bad. You can't.
He's such a good boy.
Look at him. He's got no plans.
Hold on,
The
why
only
is Schmackle Wang?
No,
Might be
he's marrying
Might be
Xerus.
the next one.
Oh,
But
okay. Okay.
This
okay.
is like
There is no thoughts going on in that head.
Because frog. What's wrong with frogs?
no
Oh, okay.
Smackle Wham for the next one, but it looks like it's S tier because frog.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we jumped ahead a little bit.
I got really caught by Mike being like,
Look,
wait, why?
Look, anyone that sits down from the table from me, unless I don't know of some crazy lines with this guy, I'm just gonna assume they're just here to have absolute fun with Commander. I'm not gonna ever I don't think I'll ever be upset playing against it. I really want to play it. I think it's fun to build.
If we did
This is a good example of an S for me as far as our criteria.
all the wedges and all the shards came together and we were still doing the same criteria and it ultimately came down to like what is a fun thing for Commander, I still see this being top of S.
Yeah. I love this card. I fucking love this
Spoiler
card.
alert: when we do the combine, this is going top of S for me as well.
Okay.
And I love this little idiot.
I like that. The last three Timmer dudes are legit all wah. Well, let's see.
Okay, if I remember correctly, this definitely is WoW, right?
It is.
Xerus,
I used to underestimate it, and after last Command Fest, nah, fam.
Magicon.
Magic.
Xerus the Wreathing Storm. 5 mana, 3/5 flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw on each of their draw steps, make a snake. And then when Xerus deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each draw that many cards.
This is a really strong commander, if you mean that. This is Timmer's Necrosar, fam.
And it doesn't do the damaging part.
Honestly, you don't even need the pump spells. You don't even need the pump spells. You can go that route, but you don't need it.
Why is this wah? Why is this wah, guys? This feels like ass.
Does it?
This feels like... Okay, when you say Timmer's Necusar, right? Then I remember, oh wait, Necusar hurts the board, and this just makes fucking snakes. This feels like a better Necusar.
This is a better Necrosar, yes.
Xerus is one of the few magic cards that can make you not want to draw cards. Works like Sergeant Dude from Doctor Who. But like, Necusar is one of the commanders that makes me want to not draw cards. But then...
But he's way less underwhelming. You said it yourself. Xerus is better. This is disrupting.
It seems better for our criteria, is what I meant.
Imagine seeing this get ramped out, your hand getting wheeled, and then them dropping a smokestacks on you. And then you tell me if it's an S.
Okay, so they play wheel, they play smokestack, but like if you play, like if you're playing smokestack, then like it's, suddenly we're in a different conversation. I feel like.
I suppose
you kill someone with commander damage, and then the board state it kills one other person while Xerus kills the second one.
That's a good point. I mean, come on, like
that's the killing with commander damage seems good.
Okay, look, maybe I'm a little biased. I haven't had good experience playing with this card. I've played at least 3 to 4 commander games.
If it's not gonna go in WA, I don't want to see it any higher than Pia.
Where's Pia? At the loot tier?
I
Yeah.
would say it's higher than Pia.
I
If we would put it there, but it's probably a WAV for me personally. I haven't had a good experience with this card like 3 times.
I'm willing to compromise and saying putting it below Averna.
Sure.
It doesn't strike me as WA.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I guess I should qualify that by saying Timur and Simic strike me as WA in and of themselves, right? I'm already kind of skeptical if you sat down with that color combination.
All this tells me is we need to build this and play it a little.
Okay, he's gonna kill me with a snake.
Yeah.
Just so we're all aware.
You don't remember that last Magic Con.
Yeah.
Bro, that sucked. That game was...
Was
I like the guy. Nothing against him.
What about this
but
guy?
S. Fight me.
Animar, Soul of Elements. The reason why Calvin Traeger plays a lot of board wipes in Commander. He's green and blue and red and says protection from white and black. Not protection from board wipes. This is it. This is the history. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a plus counter on his Animar, and then creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each plus counter on Animar.
This does theoretically have an AB combo, but I will state that it requires you to hit with it.
Does he go to Guff jail?
I don't think he's in Guff jail.
I think he's an S personally.
I wouldn't put him higher than Eshki.
He
I
makes
wouldn't
you
put him
have
higher
fun
than
with
Eshki.
creatures.
But I put Ashki higher.
He
too.
grows. He protects himself.
Would you put him above Lara Croft?
I would put Eshki and Animar above Lara Croft and Omnath. Personally, I would.
I
That's how I would move.
Move
this
Eshki. Move
here
Eshki.
and
move
this
Eshki
here.
and Animar.
And then move this here.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I knocked Omnath down,
Yeah.
but it's still an S.
It's a little rude, you're right, but like, it's not the worst thing because, come on, edicts exist. Edicts do exist. You can still potentially block him. You know, you're not always a black-white deck. It's a 4-player game.
And he doesn't draw cards, for what that's worth.
If this was a little bit back in the day, I would rank him as Wham.
Yes.
He's no longer Wham.
He doesn't draw cards, but are you fucking kidding me? It's Temur. You could accidentally find 50
And he's
draw.
an elemental. Just play Risen Reef, man.
Whoa.
in S, 3 of the other commanders draw cards, and then the 4th one still accumulates card advantage in 2 other ways, with the treasure tokens or
You're
just
right.
tucking things
But-
into Discover.
I think he deserves merit given he's a 3-drop, pro-white, pro-black. He makes casting creatures fun for you. I don't know how people feel about him, like facing against him these days, but I think he's out of whack. Years ago, he would.
Yeah, I think he's out of WA.
I don't think he's wah.
Plus, you might see an Animorphs deck. That's always fun.
I would I would personally put him in A, but like I'd fine with him being an S. Mostly because I'd move Omnath down to A as well, but you know.
I would rank this higher than Omnath, and if you want to clear up S a little, I would rank Omnath in A then.
No, Omnath and S is fine for now.
Okay.
I would have more
Wait, do
fun
you
building
think
an Elementals deck with this.
Do you think it should be an A?
I think Averna is better than Omnath.
Oh,
Put it right below Averna.
Personally.
really?
Personally. Insofar as you're doing the thing that Timur wants to do and you're not fucking scaring
Is
me
it
to
the
death.
Cascade thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he does scare a little more than Averna, but that's why I think he belongs in S. He's a little higher powered, but I don't think he's busted. Like he's either in WA or S for me.
Wait, Omnath?
No, Animar. Oh,
No,
you're
I was talking
Omnath.
about Omnath.
I'm sorry.
No. Animar
Apologies.
Animar is up here above Lara Croft, below Eshki.
That makes sense.
That
makes sense.
This feels like the
I'm
S tier.
sorry. I misunderstood.
Everything aside from Animar and S tier is just like my jam so much.
I mean,
all right.
And then Averna is also my like. What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Which dragon commander isn't Wan, but does C play?
The Rakdos not dragon commander.
what are you talking about?
Miriam, Sentinel Worm is a 6-mana Timber Commander that's a 6/6 flying ward. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except the token isn't legendary if that dragon is legendary.
Okay.
Like,
Hang on.
I understand.
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
asked my question looking at the chat and just
Yo, he's telling you.
Let me cook.
Let the man cook.
I have played against Miriam 3 or 4 times now. One of the games was disgusting, and if I was to rate it off of that one game, insta-win tier. The other 3 games felt relatively normal.
How much did you hold back?
I didn't.
It
don't.
doesn't do anything the turn it comes down, though that's not saying much because it's in Temer, so like I'm not willing to put it in S tier. If it's not going to be in WA, it's going to be an A, below Averna. I can.
It's a little more niche. I would put it below Averna and Omnath personally. I feel like we're supposed to rank this in WA though, because who sits down against the Miriam and doesn't expect the worst?
Maybe like I'm like triple biased insofar as
You've played it. Go ahead.
I have it. Like it's a deck that I play now. It's it makes token copies of legendary things, which is like my jam. That's my favorite artist. Unrelated to everything else we talked about, Kakai Kotaki, my
You're
favorite
right, yeah.
artist.
Yeah. He's very good.
Which I guess like for what it's worth, let me
Like
I think
the
I'm
way, I mean, that's a very well drawn spirit in and of itself. But
yeah, for what it's worth, guys. Miriam's
has-
my favorite artist, or sorry, Kakai Kotaki's my favorite artist. Awaken the Blood Avatar, Kakai Kotaki.
he does very, very good realistic fantasy.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So Bobby, you say the answer is Nicobolus. Which Nicobolus?
Also, the question was that sees play. I don't know if any of these really see that much play anymore.
Here are the Dragon Commanders.
All right. Who do you think?
Ravaz of the Claw.
Oh, all right. Compare to Murder
These are the
Dragon.
two that see play.
Compare to Murder Dragon. Who would you rate
Like,
more when?
Look,
More WA?
look, this has 14,000. This has 4, rounding up. This is rounding down. It's just these two guys.
Yes, they are popular, but that doesn't quite mean.
Look, if I got everyone to say there's no popular Dragon Commander that isn't WA, then okay, there's no popular Dragon.
Well, I want to compare him to that Dragon.
um,
Who is more wham?
in the 4-mana one.
I love that guy.
Compared to the Dragon,
Like 4-mana Bolas with the flip ability is S tier for me. FYI.
I feel like Miriam is never normally something that you can ignore at any point.
It really
In the game,
isn't,
it's actually
man.
designed
Every
the way
time
it
you
is.
play it, I low key want to kill it, and if
Can
you
I-
didn't have the ward too, you would see me kill it more.
Can I see what? Can I read the Dragon real quick?
Mike Nice says it's his favorite, so therefore it has to be okay.
Miriam is your favorite? Okay.
All right,
Why?
If
No, wait, what I did
if the Dragon and Miriam are the only 2 Dragon Commanders, the Dragon says Eminence as long as it's in the command zone of battlefield. Other Dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, 2 less,
Mm-hmm.
1 less. Whenever one or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards. Then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield.
My
I would rather see the Dragon. That doesn't mean Miriam's wah, but I would rather see the
To be
Dragon.
honest, both are kill on sight for me. But the Dragon takes a little bit longer to come out, whereas this is in Temer colors and it can just like,
It takes a little bit more setup.
But the setup, like,
it doesn't do anything when it comes out, but like
you never cast
you
your
can
dragon.
get it out pretty early.
You never cast.
And it
your
has
dragon.
ward too.
You never cast your dragon.
You do though.
You do though.
You do.
You do,
I've seen
though.
Kyra.
It slaps. It actually
like,
slaps.
The most important part of the dragon is in the
The
pot where you never
eminence,
cast it.
yes, you can't argue that. But like I've played the Dragon, I've casted the Dragon, and it slaps harder than Edgar does when you cast Edgar.
Oh yeah, well, like
You know what I mean?
you cast. There are times you cast Edgar, and I
all
still
I'm
say you
saying
don't
is
cast
it's
Edgar.
worth the mana. It's worth the mana.
I really am hesitating to put Miriam in WAN tier, but like,
Just put it in high A.
It-
No, not high A, but like just below Averna, maybe.
I'm excited to see Ur-Dragon. I'm not excited to see Miriam. It just something tells me I need a representative of dragons in
You know
the
what-
Timur.
You know what's my favorite dragon? I don't remember its name, but it's black, red, and old, and it reanimates.
I know what one you're talking about.
Yeah,
A skeleton too.
yeah.
oh,
that.
Blade Wing.
Blade Wing. I like that as a dragon commander.
I like
personally.
Vaz. Vaz is my favorite dragon commander. He's not even a dragon.
It's not. It's kind of funny. But then also no one plays it.
I think I think most of chat is in agreement that Miriam's WAN. I think I agree
which
with.
means we're the sad ones.
I think I agree with Calvin.
Where?
Where is where dragons belong, say Bobby.
I think I really like the idea.
Belongs in where?
When Ramos was popular?
The dragon engine. The
I love Ramos.
Tyrant's mutate commander.
Ramos is so fucking awesome. I would rank him highly.
I really like the aesthetic of having a dragon representative in high A.
I don't think this is the guy though.
Who is?
The Elder Dragon.
I think we're being outvoted.
This is a WAN fam. If it didn't have Word 2, I would kill it.
Like
I would rather Miriam be like in the next section. What time is it? We kind of have time. In the next section, Miriam is 60th place. Right? Of all the top 12 from each of the wedges, Miriam is bottom of the bottom of the bottom, then to throw him into wedge.
I will concede to A below Averna.
Because like
This is too niche for Temer. To be above Averna.
Averna is more Temur, but dragons are very Temur. And I don't like... I think Ureni's...
You can argue that dragons are very Temer, but
Which is
I
it?
argue that dragons are very everything.
Give me one, guys. Give me one, guys. Ureni or Miriam?
one of them has to escape WAN jail.
Ureni, the backup commander to the Timur
Oh.
Precon.
One of the dragons has to escape WAN jail.
This is scarier than a Rennie for me, but I haven't played against a Rennie enough.
Waiting for
I would rather
I
see.
will be right back.
chat to catch up.
Okay,
He has to do a stinky. I
I'd rather see Miriam than a Rennie.
am not. The intent is not. I have no intent to respect intent.
Hang on, let me see something.
Mostly, I want to make that joke. What do you want? What do you want to read?
Oh,
Holy shit!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Even if we
6,
put
7,
Miriam up there,
8,
we're missing
9,
one.
10. So we need to put two more to have synergy.
I'm fine.
We're not.
When we come to the next section of the stream to say the Timur dragons are stinky and poo-poo and they're going to jail, right? I'm fine for them being in jail in the next section we're tier listing. Intet, INTET. But my intent is to disrespect intent.
It was a play on words.
I'm very funny for mispronouncing names. Very original, Calvin.
I don't know.
I
I think this commander is strong and very salty. I just don't think it's WAN.
the first Ureni isn't wham, but the first
Rennie deserves WAN.
the first Ureni is also not the representative we want.
I'm going to concede to chat. I don't want to. This isn't the hill I want to die on.
I'm willing to fight chat.
Okay, fight chat.
I'm willing to
I'll be right back.
he's now going. Foley's going to the bathroom too. So
I'm gonna go. Never mind.
now I'm all alone. This is the environment where I'm really need to die on this hill, I guess, or something. I don't know. Where's my mouse? I found my mouse, guys. I will say that between Ureni and Miriam, I'd rather see Miriam. I heard my name in the other room. I hate that. I hate it when I hear my name in the other room, guys. Okay, Calvin, fight my 80 quadrillion Ash. I've done that. Is the I the first game I ever played with Miriam, I'm on. There's a part of me that is sympathetic to the WAN train. First game I ever played with Miriam, Astral Dragon came out, and the Astral Dragon and the token copy made clones of someone else's doubling season. I don't know. I just heard my name in the other room. May was talking with him.
Look, man, if you're not gonna put him in just put him right below Averno and let's. That's where he belongs.
And it doesn't even matter anyways, because like, who's the top of B? Because I don't have 12. I don't have 12 here, Ajdin.
Is that the last guy?
Yeah, that was the last one. We're out of
Well,
commanders.
we were a little critical of the Timur guys, so okay.
It's funny, we were critical of the Timur guys, but also there's more Timur guys that are like, this is just the shit.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing. So
it's also web because they both do the same freaking thing every game, and it's hard to deal with even if you see it coming.
but that's why I rank flubs at the highest of S.
Like, Mirko dealt with me pretty well. I don't get tired of talking about.
Mirko is an A for me, or the only reason I wouldn't put him in S is because the other commanders in S kind of let you do whatever you want. This makes you play dragons.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason I wouldn't put it in S if it wasn't in WoW. There's obvious reasons why it should be in WoW, but you can argue against them.
Hello.
So I would put it somewhere in the high A's.
I was vaguely alluding to dies to removal. Like you can do it.
It doesn't though. Like I said, I would kill it more often if it didn't have that word too.
Use Void Rend.
Yo, I don't play those colors often. If you didn't notice. When's the last time you saw me play an Esper deck?
True. Actually, never, I think.
It belongs in that realm of do not touch. That's all I did.
If Miriam's down here in WoW, now I need 2 commanders to come with us into the future. Hate that.
Which 2 would you bring up?
I'd bring up me the Immortal.
Yeah.
Versus everything else that's here. Me the Immortal is definitely going up here. That was my attempt at 1,000-yard stare. No, you're good, Schmackle.
I still don't get why that's better than Bobobo, but
I don't understand why Bobobo is like has stolen your heart.
well, I'm waiting for your answer as why me the Immortal is still in your heart more than Bobobo.
Because
I've
me
been
the
asking you that.
Okay, what does me the Immortal do? We'll go back real quickly.
Let's do it.
Let's find me a me.
I genuinely don't understand why this isn't ranked higher.
Counters remain on me as it moves to any zone other than a player's hand or library. How many commanders do that?
Even if that, okay, sure. How many commanders do that? Okay, yeah, it's unique in that way. But the thing it's doing isn't that fucking exciting.
I feel like I feel like it is. I feel like this is assuming that
Okay, name the counter you would most like on it.
hexproof.
Menace.
That's super exciting.
Menace.
And it naturally, it's a punchy commander. It's a commander that wants to kill with combat
That's
damage.
super exciting for you.
We're in fucking Timur.
Exactly. Bo. 5 mana 6/6 can punch you and do more shit.
I like the punchy commanders, and we are in the punchy colors.
And this is this doesn't excite me as far as punchy commanders.
Zoe, I need to hit the stream deck now. Yeah, Zoe. Okay, get off. Ow, that was your claw. The fucking.
Okay, fair enough, Schmackle. Fair enough.
I mean, personally, having a commander in the command zone with 1,000 plus sounds awesome. Yeah, that's why it excites me. Okay. You might be visualizing like, wow, this seems like obnoxious to track over a game, right? Obnoxious to hold together.
It's not even
Because
the
like
worst.
you start going.
It's not
Someone
even
might.
that.
Someone
it's
might.
just at the end of the day, you still just gotta.
Makes me so fucking excited to be like, I'm gonna have a weird board state,
It's
and
just
I'm gonna
not
track
dynamic
it.
to me. It's not dynamic to me. It's so linear and like, it's not even in an exciting way to me personally. Other than the fun fact that yeah, you do have a bunch of counters on something in end zone. I don't know, man. It's
You also bring
it's
in
not as exciting as cage counters. I'll tell you that.
if
Yeah, Sunny is saying bring
Illuna up.
the random one up.
Bring a Luna up.
I-
I'll just concede on the immortal.
You
just
can
concede
concede
on
on
it.
me. We'll concede on Miriam.
I'd rather have Miriam than me.
I know you would. You would rather have me than Miriam?
I think Miriam's way more exciting. Even like if Miriam is not in WE, 100% belongs like
Okay.
in high A.
Would you rather have me in high A, or sorry, would you rather have me the immortal in A or Miriam in A?
Miriam. All
Okay,
day.
okay, we can make that
The
swap.
only reason I wouldn't put Miriam in S is because every other Timur commander in S lets you
I would agree.
do way more things.
Yeah.
It's dragon specific. That's the only reason.
I like it when my when Voltron's my plan A, and then I have natural plan Bs and Cs. Personally,
Would you be willing to make the swap of me back down to B for Miriam and A? Would you be willing to make the swap of me the immortal back down to B for Miriam to be put in A?
I thought Miriam was already in
No,
A.
Miriam's in WE right now.
Oh, I would put him in A, I guess.
Over me?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Here's the thing with me. Like
We say the immortal, please.
the immortal. Here's the thing with the immortal.
It's a fucking Game of Thrones character.
It's just so linear, man. Timur is way more than that. Again, I think there's like a better Grixis commander or something in these colors, or a Gruul, or the Golgari guy that we compared it to. That's a 2-drop with haste. This is like so. I feel like you get excited to build it, and then you play it, and it ends up being like a C.
Okay. Me back down to B.
We say the immortal, please.
No.
Okay.
Miriam into A. Bottom of A. No one in chat will know. Just shh.
And then we keep Elut
Yeah.
because the random is good. Eluna.
Yeah.
There are very few Voltron commanders I would personally enjoy to play, but the ones that I do like, I really like.
I'm good with this list.
Give me a second, everyone. I gotta do some stuff.
It is time.
Now we can talk about our hopes and dreams.
All right.
Because I gotta do some stuff.
So, we've done all the wedges. Now let's take the top 12 of each wedge and do another tier list with different priorities.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for.
I love those words.
Yeah.
Flood.
There's enough option these days for Voltron where make a pretty solid deck.
Don't worry, Schmackle. It's not on the list.
It's heavily reliant on the commander, though. I'd say.
You need a
A
Verna.
Voltron deck, like they're much more heavily reliant on the commander usually.
Yeah, but like the commander is the most important part of commander.
Well, that's why they can be really fun. You get a little even more personal with your commander, I'd say, right? But
Was it that loot?
No.
It was a Verna.
I switched it to this scene so that you guys don't see me like clicking buttons
Right.
to set up the thing. And then I gotta see who I'm missing because I'm definitely missing some people. I'm missing three
Like-
commanders.
Bobby, I really like the mono white cloud, but that's because like as a Voltron commander, his efficiency
Omnath?
just works so well, and it makes the
Xerus?
strategy
Wait.
work pretty good.
Oh yeah, Xerus.
Omnath, Zira, and
Riku?
That doesn't mean the decks are bad or wrong. It just means people like Voltron.
Yeah, like I rarely play Voltron, but man,
We
I
can
like
keep
me
on
some
talking about.
Todd.
We can keep on having the Voltron debate while I try to
yeah, it's fine.
do this thing. Because I'm still not done. Like
Right next to
multitasking.
Flubs. Right next to Flub. Down.
Tigo.
Down Xerus, and Omnath. Here he is. Dude, I don't know where your tea went. Did you take it to the bathroom?
Did I?
I swear to God, if that's what you did, I'm gonna be so disappointed in you, Ajdin.
Oh, I'm more disappointed.
Oh, nice.
I like honey mustard.
Just because everybody has a certain dipping sauce more than another doesn't make that dipping sauce incorrect.
You don't use ranch.
I like
I ain't
ranch.
fucking
Are
with
there
you.
are there incorrect dipping sauces? Are there incorrect flavors to add to things?
Yes.
Yes, it's corn and mayo on pizza. Fuck you, Japan.
Wrong. Here's why. The pizza part is a little weird, but I would eat corn and mayo with butter.
Okay.
So like I could see myself trying the corn pizza. But I wouldn't want tomato sauce.
We'll try something.
Did Japan actually have a corn and mayo pizza?
Yes.
Dude, their pizza's fucking weird.
That's
They
disgusting.
got so many fucking variations, dude. But it's Japan mayo. Keep that in mind.
Oh, so like
It's a little
Kewpie,
different.
Kewpie or whatever.
It is different. And for what it's worth, Japan mayo just tastes better.
It does usually. There's some European brands of mayo.
All right, I think
follow
I think
though.
for this tier list we should just rapid fire it.
Let's rate mayo.
You know, they do I think like daily polls on tier maker that we can tier list.
That we can tier list.
Yeah, it's like they go away after a little bit, I think, or something like that. Okay, we can rapid fire this.
All right.
Okay, so
D.
just to clarify the criteria, right? Because at some
Oh
point,
yeah, let's clarify that.
clarify
at
this
some point we're
criteria.
gonna fight.
Yeah.
Right? These are the top 12 commanders per category that we did. We just went through all the wedges,
So this is all the wedges combined.
and every wedge had a top 12 of these are the ones that we like the most for the channel. That was based on this criteria, which was basically like kind of this fun, engaging threshold when you sit down for a multiplayer game, but like where we try our absolute best to remove ourselves, right? Though not necessarily removing the stack. That's what all these guys are. But now that we have these top 60, it's no longer about you. It's about us, right?
So then let's just take turns talking about the card.
And this isn't. It's no WAS. I asked that before the stream started. There's no WAS in here. And
Yeah.
that was kind of why I was dead set.
I don't want to
on-
include
Yeah,
the
the-
wins.
I wanted Miriam to get out of WAN jail because I want at least Miriam to be in the.
Do you want to include a WA tier on this tier list?
No, because the whole point of the WAN tier was we conceded like the general population or like the impact on like general casual games, right?
Yeah.
This is just about us.
Bottom line of WA, even though we have commanders in there that we love to play and build, bottom line is there's still WA to some people. So
Yeah. The most important part to this, I guess, that I want to communicate is at the end of this, you will see the stack's favorite commanders for the stack to play when the stack plays commander.
So this is more of a
it's
tier.
the top 12, right, of each.
Yeah.
Top 12 of each. There's 60 commanders
That's what they're
here.
asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was A and S for each wedge except for Abzan, which had like 12 cards in it or something. For some reason, I don't know if I fucked that up. I don't care at this point.
So we're rating these ones based on how much we personally want to play them.
Yep.
So let's take turns. I'll start.
No, you still get the chat still gets a say. We still want the chat to have
Sure,
a say.
but we want to discuss amongst
Because
we want
I'm
each
willing-
of our opinions first.
I'm willing to concede to chat's opinion on some of these.
Yeah.
it's just like
So
I'll fight chat.
anyway, we're gonna hear each other's opinions first, because I'm curious what you two literally have to say about this card. I think I have a strong opinion on this card.
the
Literally
reasons
right
we
here.
would put stuff in WAN before considered the hopes and dreams and feelings of, say, people at your local game store or people at your command fest. The opinions
No,
and
you
feelings that
guys-
we care about right now, for what it's worth, is anyone that's in the chat, in the room. So Sonny, Schmackle, Mike, Bobby, if I scroll up, I'll find more names.
Luna.
You all count. You all count.
Anyone?
If you're not in the room right now, fuck you.
Damn.
Anyway, let me start us off. Green, black, white, 4/4. Great value. Whenever an offensive formless attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on another target tapped creature you control. So it doesn't have to be attacking. It has to
No.
be tapped. +1/+1 common matters. I'm a sucker for it because it incentivizes the aggro strategy. If a creature card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. a little bit of a nuisance to your opponent, but not so much where it's not like you're mass land annihilating them, right?
Do we need to read all the cards?
Yes, I'm gonna read them. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, I think Anafenza to me is like borderline. Like I would put her high C for now, out of the big, because it has opponent interaction. It's not brutal though, and I think it's fun to build around in abs and colors.
Would you care to explain these new whimsical?
Oh, don't worry about that.
What
right
are
now.
you doing?
Oh, don't worry. Everyone gets one.
All right, what do you say about this, Foley?
This is such a nothing to me. It's D.
D.
E if I could.
D. Wow.
You liked her in your abs end list, so she's a C right now. I kind of like.
So you would hate curving S percentile into Thalia into her?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I like.
I wouldn't.
I like C because
I think she's a great C.
C is also kind of damning. There's 60
In a
cards here.
sense.
I wouldn't have even put her an A on the abs on tier list if this is
Oh
my own personal.
God.
Well, we're about to reevaluate all our abs and choices.
We have
We each
different
get one.
values.
We each get one in the sense of like, what do you mean jail? Like jail is in we hate it or jail is in we love it and.
C's not jail to me.
I added the. So just to clarify, I added an Ajdin jail, a Calvin jail, and a Foley jail.
This
I
isn't
do
a
not-
jail card for me.
No, this isn't, but like there might be one coming up.
Yeah.
You don't want this to get into the ranking for like these are the favorite stack commanders because like you personally, you can put it in jail. I'm giving you the option. You can use your jail point if chat convinces you.
Okay, well,
Does that make
this
sense?
is a C for me.
So like I could put
You could
For
put
example,
Guff in jail.
I could put Guff in jail. I could put Blood in jail. I could put
Yeah.
Teval in jail.
Yeah.
No, Teval didn't make it. Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Tevel
Okay,
didn't make
okay.
the top 12.
We each get one
Wait,
jail.
hold on, what?
No, Teval made it. Teval made it. Teval
Like,
made
are
it.
you smoking? What?
He's right there.
Sorry.
We each get one.
We each get one jail. Do you want to put a chat jail?
I was just about to put a chat jail.
All right, chat. You get one jail point. If everyone agrees it goes into jail, it goes into jail,
But you only get the one, and you can't undo it.
and you cannot undo it.
So you better figure it out.
We need at least 3 people to say.
Move on.
Yeah, we need at least 3 people to say chat or chat jail.
And then this won't be, and whatever's in jail can't be in our top 10. So, that make sense?
Yes.
Don't fucking roll your eyes at me.
All right, next.
Next is Betor from the base set. B.
B.
Because I think the toughness stuff is fun.
Yeah.
The toughness stuff is fun. I'm debating A or B personally. B.
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 All right. Everyone loves the B. I'm happy for us. Top of B. I'm biased.
I wouldn't put it higher than C, so top of B is fine with me.
Top of B just because it is still an aggro deck through and through.
Uh.
Nothing. You can't complain about that. If you can't stop the infect, I mean, come on.
What's up?
We probably went through that last one a little faster. Than
Probably.
But progresses
Well-
the game. B. Sunny's saying B for
High B, low A for me.
low A. Well, I'm
Yeah, I could see it getting bumped down later, maybe, but it's a low A for me personally.
only putting him in A right now.
It's through and through. It's a aggro commander. You know, you can't really complain about that. Like, fair is fair. I like that.
Punch, and that's fine. That should be fine and normal.
Like,
right?
yeah, you're shortcutting a little, but you kind of need to sometimes. In
Uh,
commander, you
Mike-
know, every aggro deck shortcuts a little in some way, right?
Mike Nice is D, and Schmackle is focusing on jail.
D,
Uh,
Jesus.
But what about Narcy?
S.
Is
I'm just gonna throw my vote for S. You can do where you want, but
All right. So your vote is just straight up S.
yeah.
Anichthia's
Final
coming.
answer.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
But Anichthia's
ahead.
coming.
No, put it where you want.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait.
Narcy to enchantments. You sack the enchantments, and sagas do really cool things. Like Anichthia's coming.
Stop thinking about Nick here. Just rate the card on its own.
A. Put in A.
It's above
Vish.
toughness guy. I don't know if it's above
It's
Vish.
definitely above toughness guy. I think it's more interesting than Vishgraz, so I would consider it higher than him.
I'm willing to go with that. Is it?
Eventually, we might see it in S even, but maybe not.
So
It's debatable.
what about the
Oh,
pre-con
man.
Baitor?
So a lot of people say the pre-con Baitor is better than the original, but I kind of like, or the pack one, but I kind of like the pack one personally, just on preferences.
I like the pre-con one more because it does the mini game. I remember I was talking
it does
about
do
it.
the mini game.
I like the little mini game if I'm gaining life and I'm losing life, and it's important to track that both. I guess I like it more than
Bobby
Vishgraz.
saying A.
Um,
What are you? Okay, Mike is laughing. Why is Mike laughing?
Mike, Tevil, Arbiter, B for this one. Baitor.
B. Which Baitor is better, man?
Put Baitor right next to Baitor.
Yeah, B tier for Baitor.
B is for Baitor.
See, yeah, dude, I agree, Mike. I agree, but
We'll fight more about it later. What about the pre-con Felithar?
I fucking love Felithar, man.
I have no opinion.
I love Felithar. I love that Chris built Felithar.
Felithar.
Do I like him more than Arcades? I've been wondering that, and I'm starting to.
Do you like it more than base set Baitor? Because I don't.
No.
Okay. I'll put it above Anafenza because Anafenza does a.
It's above Anafenza as far as dynamics.
Yeah, but no.
Felithar is an A. Schmackle.
Schmackle's
I
saying-
could see that, man. Like, I definitely see that. He draws you cards. He does the toughness thing. He's a very good commander. I could see A, but is he better than the pack set Baitor to me? Personally, no. I would enjoy playing pack set Baitor a little
But
more.
what it ultimately comes down to for me is the activated ability costs 3 and a tap, so Felithar has to stick around a whole rotation.
Baitor is
and-
just more open-ended to me.
Baitor just fucking does it on your end step. He counts for 7 toughness. He just does it. The first tick is draw a card. Drawing card, good. And, Felithar draw a card. But that's why Felithar is in the conversation to begin with.
I really do like him.
I could be convinced, but I need to think about what this card is. Oh, this is Corridor.
Too linear. C. Above Anafenza.
Bobby, I think
That's
Baitor,
accurate.
Bobby, I think Baitor is more interesting because there's the other ticks. The 20 tick to be particular.
I'm gonna hold off on giving my opinion on Corridor. You guys had stronger ones than me last time.
D.
D.
I just don't care. I just don't care.
Sure.
I do.
I know.
I care so much.
But, like,
I love Graveyard decks.
I'd rather see
He's
Anafenza.
such a good pod deck.
And I need to be willing to populate the lower tiers. If they're in the conversation, we already like them.
I would agree with Schmackle personally.
I understand, but like I was starting to see this little bubble up right here. And just if they're in the conversation, we already like them.
Can we put him at C and then maybe put him at D?
Okay.
He's got merit, man. He's a good commander. He's a good commander.
He is a good commander. I know. But
I
so is
know
Tim.
what you have against him. I don't disagree.
D.
Gave Guru Spores.
I don't care about this.
I feel the same about Gave as I do Corridor at the end of the day, which is a little disheartening because Gave is in my Ship of Theseus history. But
Here's the thing. He's combo okay. Like first layer, you see him as a combat-oriented commander, right? But really, he's a combo-y commander. But is he like a really strong combo-y commander? Not necessarily. Just below Corridor for me, or above. Either way, whatever you feel.
I put him. I'll put him above Corridor, just because maybe some nostalgia.
Honestly, I'll put him above Anafenza, actually. He's a little more interesting to build and play. But I like what Anafenza does in C.
Okay, but what about Miracle and Lord of Bone?
I don't care about this.
I love this guy. What? You don't like this?
You know what's funny?
What's up?
Overall, everyone had stronger feelings about Timur than Abzan. I think Abzan had the lowest amount of feelings.
True.
It was
I
our
don't know.
first one though.
But like it's consistent too. It looks like these commanders aren't going to see any D tonight. I mean, these bones are not going to why would you want these bones to see any D? Hold on a second.
Yo, does you got a boat?
Murkrow makes token copies of things.
I love shit that does that, like with beyond creatures. Right.
No, it's creatures, not token.
Oh, it's only creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well,
But-
it's a little less interesting.
But then
I guess.
but it turns the creature into a not creature.
That's what made him interesting. Yes.
Then your devoted druid was it?
Oh,
Is-
true.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I'd put him
kinda
above
spicy.
Felithar.
Put him above Felithar.
He's real. I think he's interesting.
I'm willing to put him just
Maybe he's right
above
there.
the Baitors.
Yeah.
C, too costly for my taste and what he wants to do, but the effect is an A.
He's technically a little more interesting to play against Baitor. You kind of know what to expect against Baitor. So
I'd rather play against a Murkrow, and I'd rather play a Baitor. And I guess that's the
Hey, look, Zoe's the fourth
that's
one.
a fine. Like that's
B for bones.
B for
Stick in
bones.
between the Baitors. Boom.
sure.
B bones Baitor. Boom. I'm so clever. Thank you, Calvin. What about
S.
a girl and her frog?
Oh, man, it's a 4-mana 4/4. First strike Death Touch is nuts. Playing additional land is great. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. Insane.
It's just a girl and a frog.
Man, this card does everything you need. It's an easy S.
S is for frog.
S is for fucking.
S is for badasses, and Thalia and the Gitrog monster together is a badass.
It's an S
so
for me. Easy S.
That's because frog, and you know what? That will track for later on.
It doesn't AB combo with anything, so like it's just
Even
strictly
better.
fair.
Even better.
Strictly fair but strong.
S for me.
Well, I like her more than Narcy, so I think the Menace, the 5 other enchantments you control have Menace, and enters the battlefield, you exile the thing. It's making the exile token copies, so
She is better than Narcy for me. Is she worthy of an S? The final tier.
well, we can argue about that later because we have 60 cards. These tiers are going to be bloated.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might even agree
For
to
now, S.
we might even agree to boost the
'Cause
jail
she's-
count.
She's along the lines of what I would play.
Yeah, we could probably boost the jail counts as we get further along into the list.
Yeah, but first we have to see everyone use the jail count too.
Yeah.
Necrobloom.
Hey.
Man,
I think it's interesting enough, but like I don't like seeing it.
you don't like seeing it?
Yeah. But I think it's interesting enough.
My argument is okay. Look, I'm a little biased against Wizards. First off, for making Field of that a game changer. Personally, you can fight me on that if you want, chat. But I don't think Field of that is a game changer. It is a card that makes 2/2s that rarely win you the game, unless you really build around that fact.
B because
Necrobloom is basically a Field of that, which makes it a little better because obviously you have it in your command zone and you could have Field of that.
Sonny, what are you saying?
With that said, I would rank this a high A because the people that love Landfall
I would put it
will
below.
have fun with this. It is a strong commander. I don't think it's busted. And because it gives all your lands in your grave dredge, you get to build a little differently. Like, there's a lot more choices than you'd think with a Landfall Labs end.
I would personally put
hey.
it between Narcy and Vishgraz.
I can't argue against that.
Sure, I'm willing. Fine.
Also,
It's an interesting deck build.
crop rotation is a game changer because LOL.
That I agree with more than Field of Dead personally.
Like not even just Glacial Chasm. Like obviously that's the nuts and that's like the good thing, but like Bajuka Bog.
Well, you can get Bajuka Bog, but on top of Glacial Chasm, let's say you already had Glacial Chasm and someone destroyed your Glacial Chasm or Chaos Warped it. Or no, Chaos Warp would get around it, but like let's say they destroyed it, like a Generous Gift, Beast Within, Assassin Trophy, whatever. You can then crop rotation for like Echoes of the Deep and get basically a second Glacial Chasm or whatever. Maze of it.
A 1-drop tutor for any land is always going to be strong, no matter
I
the
thought long and hard about it. It deserves.
no matter the
Okay.
status of Glacial Chasm or any other land. A 1-drop land tutor.
And at the end of the day, they do still have to consider even higher end lands than what you normally see on our channel. Like crop rotation gets you Tabernacle, Gaia's Cradle, like so many crazy lands. Definitely. But anyway,
It gets
This-
the best one. So. But moving on with stuff and things. Oh my god. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Chico, Paragon of the Way.
all right.
Was this supposed to be
Kyron
whack?
kind of talked us into considering this card a little more ass side, right?
So D. I'm not willing to put it in jail.
I don't know if this is the jail card, right? Does it deserve to be in D just because of how crazy it can be? Maybe it's a little overhyped on the craziness.
Well, we killed Ureni.
This is a little scarier than Ureni.
Is it?
First glance.
At first glance,
When he enters, exile target non-land card with mana. That's for me. Up here. Why does that?
Why does that get nutty? Ishiko is A or S because it casts your whole deck if you build the jank mess of a deck.
Where's Kyron when you need him?
Right?
No.
Rennie is way scarier. Rennie.
Really?
Well, I mean,
Okay,
Rennie is
okay.
putting the dragons into play,
It is.
and then like, dragon synergies.
But you're like
And Rennie doesn't exile a
suspense
thing.
spells, right? Would that count?
Rennie doesn't exile the thing.
Would suspense spell count?
You can cast them. They have a mana value of 0. But like you still exile it. It's still cast. Rennie puts it into play. It's not exiled.
You're talking 5 mana versus 8 mana, though.
I understand that, but the thing needs to be in the graveyard, and Ureni just grabs it from the top of the deck. Like, I'm not willing to.
All right, put
Kill
it in
it.
C for now.
Or
B. C or B. Low B.
low B. I would rather see this than anything else in B.
Then put it in high B.
High B.
Okay.
It's below the other things that we love more and feel more deeply about. But
I would play the Beltors before her personally. But
Hey, Ajdin.
Beltors.
A chimpanzee with an anxiety disorder can swing for game with a Rennie. I can't even fathom what Chico combos are trying to achieve.
that just means you got to build it. You
Fine.
got to build the snake, and now you got to build Chico.
Chico.
Not
but-
this weekend, but
But also you got to
weekend
build
after, 'cause
Zergo and
We're
Ojutai.
already planning Tifa Vincent Hell for you guys this weekend, so.
But what about
Oh boy, the games will be fast.
but what about Zergo
For
Ojutai?
somebody.
What about Zergo and Ojutai?
This flying haste, this guy that the other half of our Chico conversation.
This is better than she.
I understand that. I understand that's where you're at with it.
This is better than she.
I would not put this any higher than Vishgraz.
Would you put it higher than Vishgraz?
Is it S? Is it S?
Is it S?
It is definitely S.
For what?
Because there's no WAT here, right?
There's no.
This is a WAT card for me.
You want to put it in jail?
How can it be a whack card? You have to recast Zergo.
Do you though?
Yes.
Whenever one or more dragons you control deal combat damage to a player or battle, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. You may return one of those dragons.
You can keep it in play.
What are you
But, like-
talking about? You don't have to cast Zergo for shit. You can just keep accumulating card advantage.
Combat after combat, turn after turn.
This is an S for me because this just does what I need it to do in Jeskai. Like, beyond like, if I'm looking at Jeskai pile, this does what I need it to do. And it gets a bonus for being a dragon.
I don't feel it. I do not feel it.
I
in my
don't.
bones.
I don't.
I would
either.
otherwise put it in WAC because it is actually a CD.
Well, that's. Hold on. Let me just do a quick.
This
glance.
is a different kind of criteria, so that's why I would put it in. Otherwise, it would be in WAF for me if I were to reorder Jeskai. But all right, Schmackle, look, like going back to that topic, I'll concede Ureni's Scarier than Chico. More worthy of jail.
I
Just play Mystic Gamora, ain't that deep? Sure. You could play Mystic Gamora and percent and Nolan.
What are you thinking?
I don't know what he's thinking.
I'm thinking I'm about to get some
pretty-
shit. I'm thinking I'm about to get some shit. That's all.
Go ahead.
You're putting it in jail?
Put him in jail. I feel so nothing about Zergo and Ojatai. I need you to play him. I need you to beat me over the head with him.
Here's why I would play him. Because I just feel like winning. Like, it's just a good commander is all I'm saying. It's just a good commander, so I'd put it in S. Like, there's no... I don't have anything bad to say about this commander. It does what you need it to do.
I don't want him in a top 10. Because I cannot, with any part of my chest, pitch it.
What is your opinion?
Like,
I wouldn't put it in jail, but I definitely would put it in like C or B.
Really?
Like,
I similarly feel nothing about this guy.
I'm voting a little differently in this ranking than the wedge ranking.
as am I.
Same.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with this card. This is a easy S for me.
It's not a power play. This is Calvin says no and can't think of a proper reason to actually say no.
The reason to say no is that he doesn't want to see it in a top 10.
I don't see
All
it
right, well,
in a
okay,
Stack's
we're
top
at
10.
a disagreement. What does Chad vote on?
It doesn't matter. He already put it in jail.
Oh, you already put it in jail.
Everyone gets one jail.
Yeah, well, that I get.
Like,
All right,
like if you spend your
I'll take that W.
like
that means Tevel might be safe.
that means Tevel's safe. Yeah, that's literally it.
Well, I could put Tevel in.
He could.
I wouldn't.
Or Chat could. Chat was literally talking about Miramir Tevel, by the way.
Yeah.
I know,
But,
and
like-
I understand. If Chat ends up putting Tevel in jail, I won't fight.
But straight up, my reasoning is there's going to be a top 10. I want to make a video out of the top 10, like an actual honest to goodness. We're not just dicking around on stream. No, this is meaningful content, and I cannot put any part of my chest into
We just have different.
Zergo is there. Zergo and Ojatai. I
wish Kyron was here.
it's so generic to me.
Dude, that's what I want out of
I
Jeskai.
can't-
Though. I want Bird Stick. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I want Ojatai, but here's red.
Anyway, Ruhan of the Fomori.
Ruhan of the Fomari.
D. I think
No, it's
I-
not the D.
We're in the good stuff now. It got graduated to the top 60. It gets to sit with the Hall of Fame. It gets to come to graduation, the big graduation ceremony. It doesn't go high. It's not going to be in my top 10. I don't want him in the top 10.
Ruhan?
So- Yeah, so I could see. I'd still want to see him over any of these
My problem
C
with
commanders.
him is he's generally just a Sunforger deck. You know what I mean? And that's like even less exciting than most equipment.
I think
decks,
I'm
or
gonna be
Voltron decks,
I'm
I
gonna
should
be
say.
honest with you guys. Everything in C, I'd rather put in D. But like,
I mean, I'm
Whoa. Let's
actually, what's the top of C right now?
Gave.
I'd put everything in C and D.
So Ruhan and NFNs are about the same to me.
Fuck it.
None of them. Hold on. I was gonna say none of them are better than. I would say Cardor is arguably better than Anafenza and Ruhan. So maybe put Ruhan and Anafenza in D then, because you originally put Fenza in D, and you just said Ruhan's in D. So we'll give this to you.
Sure.
Again, Ruhan is a part of the conversation. He got invited to the graduation ceremony.
Kind of,
especially,
yeah. Like he's usually
So,
a Sunforger deck,
um,
and those are kind of cool for a little.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Keep in mind that every commander on this list already made S or A in their individual ones.
except the Avs and ones, because the 5 of them were in B.
It's
5 of them were in A.
randomness, Sonny, but like at the same time, if you build him as a Sunforger deck, you're gonna deal with your.
He's the good
Problems.
random, and there's only one good random, and it's Ruhan. But what about Optimus Prime Hero?
C. I don't
I
care.
couldn't see myself ranking him higher than a B. but no lower than a C.
would rather play.
Somewhere there for me. I don't know.
I'd rather see Optimus Prime than Chico at a table.
You right.
I'd rather see Optimus
I
Prime.
Sure.
I would too.
You're coming down to bolster and do art like this weird artifact attacky stuff. I'm here for it. I'm here to vibe. Chico, I agree. I sniff a combo somewhere.
C tier for Cybertron.
C tier for.
No, you can put it where you want to put it.
Above Chico. Just put it above Chico.
Just put it above Chico.
Where are you? How? What? Sometimes this jumbles, and I really fucking hate that.
It's below, I
Here?
think. Yeah.
Here it is. Yeah, this is it. There's only 2 split cards. Not in Calvin jail.
Top of B.
You're right. Mike kind of has a point. S tier, because like, what's the worst it can do? But like,
But that's not a reason I'm gonna put something in S.
it's the dynamics.
It's the dynamics.
Like, how much fun are you really gonna have with this?
Dude, it is
There's
literally-
some amount of fun to be had there.
Sonny's right. It is literally truck gun.
It's true.
All right.
I just love him. I just love him. He's above Chico.
It is definitely above Chico.
But then there's Liberty Prime.
Better Optimus.
I can see it going in A.
Where an A?
It's an A or an S for me.
I wouldn't
Probably
put
A.
I wouldn't put it above Narcy for me personally, but like
I think Narcy is probably a more interesting deck. Yeah, below Narcy, but an A.
Liberty Prime recharge here to bring democracy right below Narcy. I'm happy with that. Chat can fight us on that. Sonny's saying S, but like this is pretty close to S.
It might be an S. It might be.
And we'll see what ends up on the top tiers anyways. We're trying to be safe with S, I guess. Though somehow 2 Avs and Commanders got there. Castle of the Broken Halo.
I like this card.
Jeskai, 6-drop, Convoke, Flying, Vigilance, Haze, Castle spell.
I mean, for starters, in the last year or two, we've gotten a lot of like Jeskai tokens Convoke support. It has Convoke itself, so the mana cost is cheated around. That's kind of fun for some people. It's got Flying, Vigilance, Haste. That's kind of nutty for a 5/4. And it draws you cards. It's an easy A for me.
I would put it A above Vishgraz.
Yeah. I think it's a little more.
This is one of the first one that like I'm actually kind of excited over.
Yeah.
Above Viscrad, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little more interesting than him.
I won't fight.
They can both be aggro decks, but you kind of are a little more curious as to what this is doing, whereas Vishgraz, they're gonna go route. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also Vishgraz doesn't say draw a card, and this says draw a card, so
It does.
it has a bit of a advantage there. What about Aragorn?
Well, for me, this would be the Jeskai S. But
I would not complain if this was an
this
S.
is a perfect example of a strong commander to me, but not.
This is a
overly
strong,
busted.
aggressive commander, and you are all about being aggressive and combat-y.
Calvin, everything you said in the last 7 streams, you better be fucking consistent and put this in S. I hear you, but it's below Onyxia.
Yeah. Hmm?
At the end of the
feel
day,
like Nyxia
Onyxia
more.
is a little more creative, I guess, as far as like
What?
you can do.
Yeah,
I
feel Onyxia more in my soul.
I do too.
He's not.
For what it's worth. Okay, hang on. So for what it's worth, the way I feel about Aragorn is like, no, I don't care about this card.
He's not busted.
But I like seeing this at the table. And I know that's not the criteria for this tier list, but I can see it being an S.
This is an S for me.
Cool.
One of the prime examples.
Cool. But what about Dr. Madison Lee?
Not an S.
Not an S.
Not an S.
Not an S. I'll tell
Cast
you
an
that.
artifact spell, get an energy, and then do energy stuff. They don't come with finality counters.
It's an A for me.
I'd honestly put it in C.
Really?
Yeah.
not that bad. I don't think it's that
I don't
bad.
think it's that bad. I think this is a very interesting commander to be far beyond a C. I could see high B, but personally, I think it's an A because it's a 3-drop. It's efficiently costed. I think it's good, but not busted. Yeah, there's not much. There's not much bad I can say about it, but it doesn't quite move me like that.
I'd be okay with. I wouldn't go any higher than B, honestly.
Definitely.
I don't
not.
want it higher than B.
Okay.
But now that B is getting a little bloated,
Calvin, It's going to be bloated. We have 60 commanders.
Let's wait a little. Let's wait a little longer.
Okay.
Or
Like
not.
I was just gonna do that.
For what it's
did you
worth,
just move to C.
Fellothar. The bottom of B was Fellothar. The bottom of B was Fellothar.
What has stayed in B? I just want to make sure.
Betor Bones, Betor Shiko, Optimus Prime.
Fair enough.
The voices in my head say
Fair
keep
enough.
both.
Fair enough. Fellothar can be C.
Yeah. So. But what about Commodore Guff?
is anyone going to use their jail card on this?
This is a jail opportunity.
I have to think.
Jail
about it. I
opportunity.
have to think about it.
Yeah, let's hear some arguments
My
first.
only negative is my only negative with this card is planeswalkers are on their own as a strategy. Create for really weird scenarios in your pods. All right, like
Yep.
Bottom line, you can argue with me if you want, but I don't think you will.
I like those scenarios.
You like those scenarios.
Whether or not I'm
I
playing them or I'm
don't,
against them.
because like if people don't understand what's about to happen to them, as in you're about to get buried in value with what walkers do, if people don't understand that, it creates for a poopy time.
Yeah, but we're not talking about people. We're talking about us. You understand
This is
that.
my experiences with it.
Okay, I guess.
I have never had.
And beyond that, it's like a mid negative for me. It's not like I'm not knocking off a lot of points here, Calvin.
I don't know if I'm willing to put this in jail.
As far as I'm definitely not putting it in jail. I'll say that. As far as Jeskai is concerned, and the whole tier list as a whole, this is probably one of the best, if not the best, commander we have for planeswalkers on this list. And for that, it deserves an S.
I think
Somewhere.
it would be so poetic for this to go into Guff jail for the rest of time.
I think this is an S.
It's rough because
all-
Guff
all-
Jail is like an unofficial section.
Players have to understand what they're up against as far as the dynamics of a pod and planeswalker tribal, but beyond that, this is an S for me. It's a really good commander for this.
Guff is like the best representative of planeswalkers and commanders besides cheesy builds of Sisay.
I would also rather
Exactly.
I would also rather see this than a Traxa.
Exactly.
I could agree with
So
that.
this is why I would put it in S.
I would put it at the bottom of S for the rest of the time to represent Guff jail.
Yeah, I'll concede to that. I'll concede to that.
Like it's the new. Well, we'll see how bloated S gets.
Yeah.
If something gets knocked down
I'm
from
gonna-
S,
He's a bit of an.
Guff has to stay.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
Schmack was
Calvin.
right. He's a bit of an ambassador.
I'm pretty certain with 60 commanders on this list, I think there's going to be more than 10 in S alone. I think anything in A is automatically out of the running for top 10.
But like, I made my case. I think this is worthy of an S.
I think we can fit more things into C, D, and B than realize.
We'll
But
get there. We'll
A,
get there.
yeah.
We'll get there.
But also, check this out. It's Captain America First Avenger. He's a 3-drop, and he's red, white, and blue, and he does a bunch of fun stuff. And
I have a funny thing to show you with this.
he has a funny thing to show me with this. And my personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions is that I'm so happy he is a part of the conversation. He got invited to the college
Did you
graduation.
see the Latino secret layer drop? You can throw a chancla.
A what?
Hang on. You might not. Hang on. Just keep talking.
All right, Calvin. Calvin.
I'm happy.
I want to hear your opinion on this guy first. This is your boy.
Yeah, he is my boy, and I'm
So,
so happy he's here. But time to toss the chancla, says Mike Nice.
But
C.
beyond the character, how do you feel?
The
about
card
it?
C.
See?
Yeah.
That's below Ruhan, right? No, Ruhan's a D. This is above Ruhan.
This is above Ruhan for you?
Is this above Ruhan too?
This is above Ruhan.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Because you can only make true random so dynamic when you're leaning into what the card is like doing as like a unique thing. And the thing that this guy is doing is like the Captain America power fantasy.
I'm only going to rate him higher than Ruhan, personally, because I love efficient commanders, obviously. And I'm less likely to build a Sunforger deck.
I am very medium about this as far as the Marvel cards go.
This is a C for me, above Ruhan.
I can agree with that.
I think it's I think the Captain America has high flavor points as far as like
Oh yeah.
how all the Marvel cards
There's also
work,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Like this is the one that I feel like is the closest to 1-to-1, besides Deadpool. Depending on how you look at him, the most 1-to-1 to like what happens in the
Yeah.
series, but also in gameplay, I
actually don't know if you can say that. I'm pretty certain Storm giving card Storm is pretty flavorful.
Hear me out.
because it's a
Right.
storm mechanic. Because it's the storm mechanic.
Well, you know,
But-
there's very.
But you know what? Storm's not in the conversation right
True.
now, is she?
She's not.
She did not get invited.
Well, for
Sadia.
that exact reason.
Hey, Ajdin, do we want to spend our jail card on this?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
This is
Going exactly for the same reason I wanted to rate Zergo and Ojutai so high. This is an S tier commander. Or high A.
I can visually see S tier high A with Satya. I get it. He just does the thing and you can keep the energy.
You can, if you're worried about card draw, you can go the route of, I'm making Mole Drifters, stuff like that. If you're worried about comboing, you can go the combo route. If you're worried about just aggro, you can go very aggressive with this card. It does what you want it to do for 4 mana. It has haste.
All the other energy commanders, at the end of the day, suffer from the fact that this guy exists.
At the end of the day, yeah, he's just
Saheeli, you need to pay energy to have a temporary token copy. Satya, you get the temporary token copy. And then maybe you keep it.
You really can't say no to clones.
I don't know if I'm willing to put this guy in S, but like I'm not going to fight it.
I don't think
He's very powerful. He's very powerful.
my
For now, maybe put him in A.
my loins are tickled more if I see Guff than if I see Satya. And honestly,
Yes.
I feel better about the pod if I see Narsi than if I see Satya. But I like Satya more than Liberty Prime.
Sure.
So
Yeah, I agree with that. But this, yeah, that's right. This one didn't end up in where, but damn, was it close.
Yeah.
It's
I like this card.
a really good card.
No lower than top of A.
It's
for
a
me.
really good card, man. I can't argue with you. It's so good.
but like it was almost wah.
It was almost wah.
Like-
wah, which
Okay,
is why I
okay,
wanna
but hang
say
on.
higher.
But hang on. The criteria of this tier list is how much we enjoy playing the card, and I really enjoy playing
Look,
this.
hear me out. If you really like prowess, and a lot of people do get tickled by prowess, me partially, this is like one of your best commanders, right?
If you really like Spellslinger, this is your
Spellslinger, like stuff like that.
I'm so stressed if I see it across the table though. I
It is very stressful.
I don't know if I say no better than top of A. I could be I can be
because
bargained
of the
into
stigma. You could see B,
bottom of A.
bottom of A,
Or
All right,
maybe
let's agree.
maybe above Viscraz. But honestly, Viscraz, fuck off. But
sure bottom of A.
bottom of A. I
drop. In
I
Viscraz.
understand what Narset can do for people, but like I'm scared. I'm scared. Hold me. I'm scared in a way that like
I don't.
when bad commanders get scary, it's typically goes in
like
this direction.
same reason I don't like seeing the other Narset across from me. I don't like seeing this one. Like extra turns are gonna happen no matter what, usually, or extra combats, some bullshit.
I have more, dude.
What do you
I'm just
what do you
taking one.
want?
I'm just taking one of these tokens.
Oh, okay.
Got a butt.
Yo.
More clones, baby. But landfall as well, if you so choose.
Was there an order, or is it randomized? As far
It
as
is going in the same order as before, but now with a wedge requirement as well. We're done with Just Guy,
okay.
but this is the first Sultai commander because
It was the highest.
it was the
right?
least played.
I see.
Oh, it was least played.
Yeah, least the most, right?
Least to most
Oh,
played.
so this was our lowest.
No.
No. EDH rec.
Oh,
Has not built a
okay,
lot of
gotcha,
sin.
Gotcha.
Because I thought it was going by our ranking.
No, I didn't have a way to do that.
Okay.
Yo, thank you, Chad. I appreciate your support. You know why it's an S for me? It's still a 7 drive. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's an S.
You know what
No,
I mean?
no, it's an S because this is just fun to play. This is just fun to
Come
play.
on, like, it's a 7 drive.
You already used your jail.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that. I'm happy with what I used my jail on. I don't feel regret over using it.
This is definitely not like the
I'd put
card
this-
you picked for jail is definitely more worthy.
I'd put this above Aragorn.
Like we've had some crazy games with this card, but is
Yeah.
above Aragorn.
I'm willing to.
As far as fun levels for you,
Yeah.
above Aragorn. But like Aragorn is definitely
I'm just telling you where I would.
better.
I'm just telling you where I would put it. If you have a different opinion, that's
I know,
fine.
I'm just talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about it. I think Aragorn is a better card efficiency wise. What you want to do?
Of course it is.
If you just want to jam humans and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about efficiency in Commander.
But I do. So I'm talking about it.
Still know the pain in my chest when
And
I
I've
see
built
this guy
both.
across from me. So,
I've built both.
but I also recognize that what Sin Spear's punishment is doing is
Sin-
like
Sin's a
so
little
for
more
me.
unique. Sin is so unique.
It speaks to me. I asked Ajdin to build him.
Let's put him above Aragorn. He's a little more unique.
What's next?
Volrath.
I don't care about him. D.
Volrath. Well, this is the guy that puts -1 on guys, right? It's kind of interesting that he survived all this way. I don't really have strong.
It's that second ability is why he survived
No, D.
all this way.
Put him in D.
Put him in D.
Do any of us care about this guy?
Well, yeah, he's the top 12 soul tie.
I care enough. I care enough because he makes copies of things. If I already care about clones,
the
I
copy.
care enough.
He's the copy.
Sure.
There's a difference.
If I care about clones, I care enough about copies. Not as much, but it tickles me enough.
I'm gonna put him right here below Captain America.
Okay.
I'd rather see Captain America. I'd rather see all these guys more. I think.
Okay.
I think.
I don't have enough energy to argue against it. Like I don't care enough for him. So yeah.
But what about Felix 5 Boots?
I really
Dude,
like
I
this
love
guy.
Felix.
I would put him in A tier, but like
Bottom of A.
bottom of A, above Narset.
Above Narset, if a creature combat
I'd
damage.
rather see him against across from the table.
Above Khosla.
I'd rather see Castle than Nectar Room,
Sure.
and then I'd rather see Felix over Nectar Room.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at.
But wait, which
Below Liberty Prime.
Which one was Kosla?
Castle was the Convoke one.
Yeah,
Angel.
I like that spot.
We're,
right.
we're bumping.
I think
Castle
this guy's funny enough.
and
Yeah.
he's funny. Punch Harmonicon. He's Punch Harmonicon.
right.
What about Gates?
B.
It's a B.
I think Gates is fun as an
B to a
archetype,
C.
but like
You know what it's doing.
yeah.
And it's just gonna end up.
It's gonna be
mid-descending, and
fun for just enough amount of people.
I'd rather see Optimus Prime. Who is
Yes.
it? Dr. Madison Lee. I'd rather see Dr. Madison Lee and Vishgraz
Yes.
than Nine Fingers, but I like Nine
Yes.
Fingers more than Chico. So, whoever built Felix has exactly five boot equipments in their deck.
Well, they have access to at least 3.
There
There's-
should be enough.
Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot boots. Then you have Trailblazer boots. Then you have the flying ones.
And then you have
Moon
the new boots that give you haste and equip
yes,
for 1.
Exactly. The
I forgot-
ones from Outlaws, the cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Lava Spike Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you definitely have 5 boots that are playable.
The Mimeoplasm. I
Is this better than Felix?
was more sold on this as the Soul Tie list was going on. I'm not willing to put it in A tier, or if it is in A tier, below Narset.
Yeah. Those are the ones. But
This is a list of the stack favorite commanders. I have no. I feel about the Mameoplasm the same sentence I've said a whole bunch of times. Congratulations, you got invited.
Yeah.
Sit down.
it's like the same as Felix for me, but Felix has a little more character.
I like Felix more.
I like Felix more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, Mameoplasm, you got invited. Sit down.
Yeah.
Um,
That's kind of
I like Salazar more
Sure.
Yeah.
personally. What about
Oh man.
this guy?
Xavier. So he's a 3-mana 3/3, and you can tap and remove a counter from another permanent you control. Populate.
Didn't he combo with something?
Yeah, he combos like a wet noodle or whatever.
I can't remember.
Or
Yeah.
combos with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember what he combos with.
I want to see him.
You remove.
You
want
wanna
to
put him in
from
C?
another permanent you
No, I
control. Populate. All right. Oh.
Is this another congratulations, you got invited, sit down?
No.
No. It's not.
It's more like
He's a little complicated.
we're building our pirate crew, and suddenly we came across a spooky fucking skeleton that sings and dances, and we don't know what he does, but we want him on board. That's kind of how I feel about him.
It can go that route.
Don't
but
know
again,
what he does. I don't know how he fits in the conversation.
I
but
think he
was
was
worth
very
more.
combo-y. I just can't remember what it was.
I could have.
Intruder alarm. Intruder alarm. That's the thing. It's
I could see him being put
crazy
in.
combo-y with that, right?
I could see him
But,
being
like,
putting in B.
I'm putting him in B. Comboing with intruder alarm is not a death sentence because we broke
It's
intruder alarm.
not, but it's one
But
of the bad. Like, it's not a bad combo.
Above 9 fingers keying.
Yeah.
B for Baitor is dead, by the way.
Yeah.
Captain America is the top of C for C. For Captain.
Sure.
Okay.
Trying to balance these things out, right? What about Kotis, the 4-mana indestructible 2/1 that steals?
Dog, I have a vendetta against things that steal. I built
Oh,
enough
yeah,
of the
that's right.
commanders.
But he loves them.
I get it. I built enough of them
Yeah.
and played them. I'm always excited to do it. It never goes great.
I feel like if I was going to play a Steely commander, I'd rather play Gonti.
This one has indestructible going for it, but like Gonti is probably funner.
We got C and A.
And it casts it without paying the mana cost.
Split the difference, put it in B.
Split the difference, it's in B. But there's another C.
Yeah, so low C. Or low B, I mean.
Low B. I built that
Sure,
cloak.
for now.
What is it? It's a war crime? I'm willing to see the war crime Kotis deck, but like...
It's casting the spell without paying the mana cost at least. So you can go like scheming symmetry. Right?
Uh-huh.
Well,
they know.
but they know.
It's not even like you're...
Right. Yeah, no, you're right. No, but there's a few blue cards that let you order at the top of your opponent's library.
Morph.
This was top of S and the Sultai tier list, but I think this is another.
It is a high S in the Sultai.
But I don't think it's going to be as high in this list.
It's a high A for me just because it's not like a commander that I'm ever like... I don't think I'd be ever too upset playing against it.
I would put it below Felix.
Is it worse than Felix?
I'd rather see Felix.
You'd rather see Felix?
And
Okay.
honestly...
Calvin, I'm just going to let you know
I'll
right
concede
now.
for that.
I know you're trying to clean these tiers up, but we still got a lot to go.
Yeah, there
I'm
is
not even...
Codas
But
Worlds
like, I'm not
later,
even
yeah.
asking permission anymore. It's the same order.
Yeah.
So long as I'm maintaining the same order, I figured it was fine.
Yeah.
I do... At the end of it, I would really like to have a good, clean visual.
For what it's worth,
Um,
anything that we put below A or B tier doesn't really matter too much. They're not going to... Like,
There's still...
anything that goes into B tier right now is already like conceding.
I think even A tier is...
A tier is already sus, and that's kind of why I'm cleaning it up.
Yeah.
You got invited. If you're on the list, you got invited. Kodena is a
Okay.
C or D for me.
Here's the thing. Negative points for being a little niche, but upside for being a commander that draws you cards on 4 mana at least, and isn't unfair. It's a fair commander, I'd say. So to
Top
me,
of
it's
B.
Top of B.
Top of B. We have a top. We're shooting for a top 10, and this is 11th place. Love it.
I don't even think it's 11th place.
I mean, we're
I see it, yeah.
it's where it's at right now.
Stronger card than what we just reviewed.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion.
It's a stronger card. That's my first opinion.
My gut instinct right now is to put Sidisi at top of B. Knock Morph down, right?
Yeah, because it's
Fuck
not
this
niche.
snake. Go this snake.
First off, it's more open-ended, right?
But then I need to see what Sidisi is fun. Schmackle saying A or S.
I think I could see it an S, but I want to give it time.
I need to see what chat does in a second. Because like
Definitely not lower than A.
I would put this below Felix.
you put it
No
below Felix.
way. This is way better than Felix.
I don't care about better. I like Felix more.
I like Felix more.
Do you
too.
know what I mean by better? It's open-ended, way more open-ended. You can do more things with
We
this
have
card.
different definitions of better.
Okay.
It is the quintessential Sultai card.
This is quintessential.
I am
yes.
putting it right here at the top of B for now. Not so much as like this is the permanent
Really?
spot for it, but rather I just need to see what they do. I kind of want something Sultai Graveyard in the top 10, and I don't know if something bad's going to happen.
Well,
There's
this
double.
is definitely better than Sidisi.
So like, is something bad going to happen?
This is definitely better than Sidisi.
I would put it as an S.
This is like, if chat doesn't like all group together and
The
suddenly say,
value. Okay, so this doesn't combo like other commanders we'll see on here do. This does combo, but not as easily. However, the value engine that this is crazy.
If chat,
And people can hate that.
if it doesn't,
I personally love it, but
it doesn't combo. It's so far ahead.
it doesn't seem like chat wants to jail this one.
it's an S.
I think they want to jail Miriam.
They're probably going to jail mirror him. If it doesn't get jailed, it's an S.
Yeah, it's S.
Like I understand what's happening. I understand why
I
it's
would-
popular.
I would personally put it below Sin, but I don't care where it goes in S.
I would put it below. It's not. Sin isn't a. Sin is more unique, that's for sure. So, how much brownie points does that get, Sin? This is.
Dear Calvin Traeger, who do you love more, Teval or Sin? I guess it's Teval.
Hmm.
I guess.
I
but,
won't
like,
argue against it. No,
it's
I
like
won't argue
so
against that.
tight.
It's tight, but I won't argue against you.
That said,
Sin is more unique, but I
While
can see
we're-
myself having more fun with Teval personally.
while we're here, right, we're in S. I like Anithia here. I think.
I don't, but I won't. But I'll let you do it.
I think
What's the top of S right now?
somehow it's still Thalia and the Gitrog monster, and I don't.
I
feel
don't disagree.
I don't feel compelled to change that.
No, dude. Personally, to me, Thalia and the Getrog monster are just slightly better Aragorn, and I already liked Aragorn, so.
Yeah.
He just I hate him, but I love him. Mike,
Sin is more unique, but I would have more fun with Teval just because it creates a better as a command on my end. You can get hosed as Sin. You can get really hosed.
what
Hey, look,
about
another frog. S. S for frog.
As for Frog,
Calvin, I think I remember you were down on this card.
I didn't
it's
like
not
it.
better than Sin and Teval.
No,
for
it's
me,
not.
I'll tell you
I
that.
don't,
I put
this is not the frog
Calvin.
that gets me going.
put it in S at the bottom because I really want all the frogs to be in S. Calvin, I need this. I need this. I need all the frogs in S, please. I need it.
All that means is we're like shooting for.
All right. Is this better than Sydney as a soul?
Yes. No, it's not, but
Not you. You're biased. Calvin and chat. Is this better than Sidisi?
Frog Gang. Frog Gang.
God damn it.
No, it's not.
It's
but
putting a smile on your face. It's putting. I see it. It's putting a smile.
Again, I'm thinking about that vision for the future. What's the top 10 going to be? And, no
He's
meme.
not. I agree with Sonny. He's not compelling as a frog. Fluv is.
But he is a frog.
He's a frog, and all frogs go in S.
He is a frog.
All frogs go. I don't make the rules. Okay, I don't make the rules.
You are making the rules. I literally can't fight you.
No. So the compromise, because this is me. Man.
Frog Gang, dude.
Okay, Schmackle is right there. Okay, I will agree with Schmackle. Foley won't though, but he will agree with Schmackle because it's a frog. Klarb is one of the two frogs who have legs in CDH. Yes,
He goes.
making it a strong card. But do I like it more than Sidisi?
I do.
No, it's a little too redundant for me. It's a weird card.
It's a weird card, you say?
Yeah.
If I were to be,
You may look at the top card of your library. You may surveil by like you're looking at. We get it. You're looking at the top card of your library.
Okay, if I were to be serious for and second, I don't want to see this any lower than A. Like, I'm fine with it not being an S. Like, real talk, like, outside of the memes of all frogs being an S, but like, I like this guy. Or I think it's a female, but
At the end of the day, he might be a stronger the card than Sidisi, but will I have more fun playing him? No. Sidisi is basically half of Tevel almost. Almost.
I like this guy. Put him wherever you want.
It's so hard. Just put him above Sidisi. Fuck it. Just put him above Sidisi. He's technically probably stronger. He's a 3-drop. He's a 2/4. He has Death Touch. You get to manipulate the top card of your library a lot.
Top of B because he's a good boy.
Fine.
All right. Hope everyone agrees with that. What about the Mothman?
S. I would put it above Teval. I know you guys might not agree, but I would put this above Teval. I'd put this above Thalia Gitrog.
Okay, I'm gonna give it serious thought then. First
I
off,
put it above Sin. I know that much.
better than Sin, yes. Better than Sin. Sin is kind of a little bit of a meme, but we love him. Better than Sin. I'm comparing it to other non-Sultai commanders that we have in S tier. I'd rather see him than Guff. So I agree with him being above Guff. But then I'm looking at Aragorn and I'm like, man, I guess he's more dynamic than Aragorn. But then he can also be kind of a weird in some pods, right?
Yeah.
Like if you see Tevel and Mothman in the same pod, the other two players are unhappy. Like, so unhappy. You know what I mean? We've had to carefully construct pods against with Wise Mothman.
Yeah.
He
gets toxic with a lot of graveyard decks.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And he also proliferates, right? Kind of in a way.
What are you doing?
But Senate top of A.
No.
Oh, no, he doesn't. But
Nope.
like, you kind of build him as a proliferate deck,
Nope.
right?
Incorrect. No, not you. Him.
Oh, okay.
But there's 3 Sultai commanders in S right now.
I don't give a
Mothman
shit.
Mothman is S. I'm just debating on where in S.
Calvin, at the end of all this, we can determine placings. I like Sin.
Mothman, that's because we don't get an R for radical, so we get S for super.
He is super.
Okay. But Thalia is somehow still there.
Yep.
Which is very funny to me.
I don't know where to put him in S, but just put him in S.
I'm putting him below Teval, but above Sin.
Sure.
Which is to say there's 3 Sultai commanders in S, and I hate that.
I'm not surprised.
So now we're on to Mardu.
Now we're on to Mardu. We're on
I don't think this goes into S,
this is not going to S.
Season
but I do
does.
think it goes into A.
Terra.
All right.
Bottom of A for me.
I like Terra more than Frog. More than all the Frog memes we were talking about. I like Terra more.
I would have more fun playing Mardu Terra deck than the Frog deck. As much as I love the efficiency that the Frog is.
There's a lot of. I just can't get around the combat damage part. What?
Schmeckle's right. You know why Thalia is still there though, and it ain't because of Thalia.
It's because of the Frog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thalia is riding the
All-
Frog.
It's such a good card. Man.
S
It ain't nothing
S
wrong
is for frogs. Sorry.
Oh, I just thought that was a cat.
with it.
It's at bottom of the A right now. You know what?
There's other commanders in Mardu.
It's above
I would
Sidisi.
put S.
I'm putting it above
It's above
Seducer.
DC, I guess. Yeah.
Tevel's
I'd
in
rather
S,
see her.
So, Shanid.
I know Ajdin really likes this.
He does.
And
But, like,
I would rate her higher than Terra. I would rate Shanid higher than Terra just because I think the Legends theme is just such a fun thing
Does it
to play
deserve it?
against. To play,
Does it deserve S?
no.
Top of A, above Venarsi?
I like Sadia more.
Okay, yeah.
Sadia is stronger,
I like Sadia more.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just stronger. I like what Sadia does
but
more.
like they're like polar opposites, right? Because Sadia wants to make clones of things, and then like Shanid wants you to just play Legends, which
Okay, so they go
don't
hand in
usually-
hand, but I like Sadia on top. I like the not Mardu commander on top.
Fine.
I don't know.
I'm just considering that it draws cards, and again, I have a boner for legendary themes.
Like I'm Sonny's here saying that Sonny and Schmackle are both like B right now.
Wow. All right. Fine.
Uh,
Fine.
I would personally put it below Terra, but I can concede above Terra. No. Keep it where it was.
as you say it, I do this so that it's visually
Oh,
like
okay.
anything I do, they see. That's part of like the stuff.
Okay. My personal one would be below Terra, but I still like it. I still like it in A.
It's an A.
Okay.
Combat damage. What are you talking about, Sonny? When she deals combat damage to a player, I can.
I don't know what you said, but she gives herself flying, so she can easily do that.
But then you have to work to give her haste. And like
Not. Okay, cool. All right.
in my defense, Olivia, opulent outlaw. How did she get here?
I think she's cool.
How did she get here?
No, to me, how could she not get here? Bruh. She makes you treasures.
I think Outlaw Tribal is also vaguely interesting.
It needs more
Yes.
support. I think that's what we agreed on. It needed more
Also,
support.
I mentioned
Well, like, it's not like it's not going to get it.
Also-
like, over time.
Mardu Pirates. Think about that.
You have been there, but
Hey,
she's not a pirate.
doesn't matter.
I think this is another got invited to the party, sit down.
That's where I'm at. Again, she got.
I would put it above Captain America.
She got
I
invited.
like her better than Captain America.
Better drip than card indeed.
I like her better than Captain America.
You do?
Yeah. Sorry, Cap. Olivia is beautiful, and I would do anything for her. So,
Here you go.
someone.
Here you go. All right.
Can I see the list of
We've
cards?
all seen it. We've all played against it.
Like,
No.
What's
Let's
coming
talk
up?
about
What's coming up?
There are 1, 2, 3.
How funny would it be if I just put Caesar in jail? Okay. So we
I
have
couldn't
the rest
put
of
any
Mardu and then
Mardu
Temer.
commanders in jail.
We have the rest of Mardu and then Temer, yeah?
Yeah, and then we still have to figure out the top 10. Like, we're willing to do like a final hoorah about the top 10.
Looking at the rest of the cards, I could see no better candidate for jail than this card.
Obviously, Voltron players will hate you for the rest of your life.
They do.
Obviously, we've seen it firsthand in Pack Tactics.
Yeah.
That was really rough.
It was an unfortunate experience the first time this card was ever played as a commander, probably anywhere.
And since then, you've improved on the strategy, and we've gotten better cards for the strategy. Like,
Look,
but
do I have to have a card in jail?
no,
this
you
is
do not.
unique.
You are allowed to be a kind soul. Oh my God, he's making a decision. He took the mouse, guys.
I couldn't put this in.
I'm the Voltron player. I get.
I get to decide.
I'm gonna. You know what?
Because this is hard for me.
You know what? Hang on.
If you want to decide, my guess.
We have Zergo coming up, Dihada, Caesar, and Edgar. All Calvin Traeger specials.
I know, but I'm not judging it based on that.
I'm also trying to not judge it based on that. Like I'm
I'm gonna reserve judgment for the end.
like I'm
Put it where you want.
trying to be so I'm working so hard to be like it's
All
not
right.
just about my favorites. Like somehow again the Thalia and the frog stays up. And look, Tevel's fucking second place.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Put it where you want. I'm gonna reserve my judgment till the end.
As far as uniqueness, it's somewhere in S for me. But as far as
It's got to go above Guff.
what do I want to see
Yep.
across from me? A. But it's not better than Aragorn for me personally.
No,
I mean,
no, put it-
it's
put it
more
up
unique than Aragorn. for me.
Below Aragorn.
It's more unique, but it's not better. Opinion.
That's where I put
This
it.
is where there are gonna be fights that are gonna be happening at some point, probably.
Probably.
I could see Guff above Aragorn. You could argue that.
Nope. Guff has to stay at the bottom.
Hold on.
What's up?
Hold on.
What was okay?
Where's the? So this has to be below Aragorn, but Guff also has to stay at the bottom.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one of those,
One of what? One
To
of
be above Aragorn.
Aragorn's gonna get sandwiched.
That's fine. This is fine.
This is fine.
Yeah.
Because it could be the other way.
No, this is fine.
I
Okay.
like the other way, but all right.
Okay. I'm fine either way. But what about Zergo,
Okay.
the guy?
I like Caesar more than I like Zergo.
I like Caesar more than I like Zergo.
Does that
Do
mean
you like blood more than you like Zergo?
I like
Zergo more than I like blood?
I like blood
That's
more.
what I
Than,
thought.
I like blood more than I like Zergo. And as far as like, and the reasons why I like Zergo are the reasons why I like Caesar. That's really what it comes down to. Blood
He
is
gets
different.
negative points for being a 99 card in Zergo in Caesar.
I guess, yeah. Honestly, like
If it's gonna go in S, put it below Aragorn.
No, this is
I don't think he makes
definitely an
us.
A card.
You don't think he makes
It's
S?
either an A card or a B card.
well, because I think Caesar, I don't want Vampiric Tutor and Imperial Tutor to be in our top. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like it's
I think this is a high B. Might be the highest B.
No, below Glarb.
Really?
I will fight to the end of my day for the Glarb.
All right.
No, it's okay. You can put
Glarb
it.
does
You can put
wallet.
it. You can
Glarb
put.
does wallet.
Zergo does not go any lower than above Shanid.
It's definitely above Shanid.
Sure.
Schmackle is saying this is a C or a B, and I need to hear why. But this is, I think Zergo is stapled to Shanid on top of her.
Sure.
Personally,
I can't see this being a C.
I could see it being a C insofar as the context of this list, but like I'm willing to because I'm willing to. If Kaiser didn't exist, Zergo would be an S.
If I rank this a C, I'd be going back on what I've been saying.
I don't remember anything that you've been saying.
I
I'm
go
tuning
off
here.
efficiency because it'll allow you to have fun. It's a 3-drop. It draws you cards. It makes dudes. It drain gains. Or it just drains, I mean. It's good.
Invited to the table, but sit down.
This is, to me personally, a funner commander as far as Voltron than Captain America.
Oh, this is better than Cap.
Below Olivia, I think.
Sir Gwen is just so fucking funny because
Yeah.
she does all these things for Night Kindred, and it doesn't matter.
It really
You
don't.
are playing all the. Sir Gwen is grabbing all of the Keyblades, and I think that's so funny.
So to go back for a second, Schmackle says, I just don't think he's all that impactful on his own without so many other token producing engines that you'd be winning without him.
Oh, okay.
I
get it. I get it.
understand where that logic is coming from. I don't completely agree, but I get it. There's a reason I like Kaiser more. There's a reason I like Kaiser more.
Yeah.
And there are these consistency issues.
He's a 99 card in a lot of Martyr decks.
Sir Gwen's an A, says Sonny, at
No.
least. And like as far as like
Well, let's think about our Voltron commanders.
who's our first Voltron commander going from S down? Like realistically.
It's Gwen. It's Sir Gwen.
Wait, is it?
I think.
Vishkraz.
No, it's Vishkraz. You can build Vishkraz as a Voltron, I suppose.
But you could also argue Mothman, but that's not how people play him.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could
I
theoretically.
don't think that's how people play Vishkraz.
you
either,
could theoretically argue Aragorn, couldn't you?
No.
No.
Aragorn comes down and says you can't block.
Why would you go
so
Voltron?
you're going wider. Because that gets you.
Wait,
more power
Liberty
faster.
Prime?
Oh, Liberty Prime is Voltron.
Liberty
We're
Prime.
so
Is he
smart.
better than Liberty
Is
Prime?
Sir Gwen better than Liberty Prime?
No. Not
As
not,
far as unique, no.
It is linear. It is. Maybe, I don't know if linear is the right word. It's obvious in what it does.
It's below Vishkraz for me.
We gave Sir Gwen more respect and due diligence than you got invited to the table.
Yeah.
So Sonny, we listened. It's just this is like our favorites, so it's hard. Speaking of that, actually not speaking of that, Dihada isn't. I haven't have her built in a while, so what do I know?
I like this better than the 99.
That's where I'm at. Though I kind of want to build her at some point, like in a Legend Matters, like
I
actually
think she's-
try the precon the
I
wave.
think she's a crazy commander, but
She
she
is.
is a good 99 card. I think she's just a good card.
Yeah.
She's a fantastic card.
Like, I agree with you that she's a good 99 card, but I can't put her in 99 jail because I think she's just a good card as a commander and both.
Dihada is S.
If she was a 5-drop, I would say easy 99 jail, but like 4-drop, 5 loyalty plus 2, like
I'll put it above
it's a
Seduzi.
little nutty. I sometimes debate, is she better than Caesar? But I don't know.
She did barely avoid jail last time.
She did barely avoid jail.
I really do truly sometimes.
I wouldn't put
because
her-
I also love Legends theme. Again, I have a boner for the Legends theme.
I wouldn't put her above Liberty Prime.
I would put her above Aragorn.
I'm not putting her above Aragorn. This is what the stack likes. Right?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
She does literally cost 0 to play if you minus her. And
No.
that's how I built her originally.
No, because you can't play her in turn 1.
Come on.
But if she literally costed 0, you'd be able to play her in turn 1.
Come on. Listen, Burrito Man.
Put it where you want.
Top of S.
Sure.
Top of S? You put her at top of S?
No, Caesar.
Where do we put Dihada? That I didn't.
Oh,
I
you didn't
missed
see
that.
Dihada?
I missed that.
Dihada's below Liberty Prime. But above. Which means Shanid is better. As far as like what we like.
It needs a little less stinky. Yeah.
As far as what we like.
Yeah.
Top of S.
Let me look at S right now.
You can see S. It goes from Thalia, Gitrog, to Teval, to Mothman, to
It's
Sin.
better than Thalia
It's better than
as far as like they're both fair in this sense of S tier. I think it's better than Thalia as far as power level.
I think it doesn't.
Regarding that,
I think its efficiency doesn't cause stinkies like Teval does. I think it doesn't cause the same kind of I'm taking away your cards feel bad that Mothman can do. Radiation takes away your land drops. Sin.
I really want to argue Caesar, Thalia, Aragorn at the top 3 of us right now. I really do.
We can restructure it at the end.
We can. That's where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
So
But
Foley,
I'm gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what Foley's game plan
they're
so
kind
far.
of the same guidelines.
My game plan is to restructure things at the end. I want to put commanders in the tier that they belong in, and then figure out the order. Like fine tune the order at the end.
Okay. When was the last time you thought about the Roman Empire?
No.
Right now, basically. Every time I play Kaiser, I think about Fallout because it's built into my brain to say Kaiser. And it fucked me up one time when talking about actual Caesar.
All right, what's
My
next?
dad the other day.
For me personally, this is a nothing.
Weaker than Aragorn, weaker than Guff. Still a good commander.
Someone sits down to play. I cannot build Queen Marchesa. I have tried so hard for so long in every single deck I've ever built with her. Like, I just want to play a different Mardu commander, a better Mardu commander. She's in the conversation for me when it comes to Mardu, but she's not in the conversation for me in the top 20.
No, she's not.
I love her to death.
Yeah.
And yet,
Yeah, she's not.
I'd put her below Glarb.
I like the memes more than I like her. I like. God, I don't even know. I can't believe I'm saying this. I like Olivia more.
I would
like-
agree.
I like Olivia more. She's more dynamic.
I like.
Put her in between Captain America and
I like the Baitor pile, the bone Baitor pile more than her.
Sure.
But I do not like her. I do not like the other ones more. So she goes right there.
Yeah.
Like
She's like very heavy 99 card jail.
S above Sin for me.
Ishin, 2 heavens. Okay, but on the condition that you build them.
I am.
All right, good.
I am rebuilding him.
Is he below Mothman?
Would you put him above Mothman? I'd put him below. I like to play Mothman more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would know. So we'll just leave it at that.
I'm happy with that.
You've played both way more than me. So.
The more I look, Sin in particular is the one I'm like the least unhappy looking at.
Here's my argument, and for what it's worth, different strokes for different folks. But here's my argument. I think with Ishin attacking with trigger, doubling your attack triggers can be fun, but I really like the rad counters as a mechanic, as a mini game, way more than just like I attack a bunch.
But that's, to me, Sin is a mini game.
You're asking about Mothman.
Right. But he gave his reasoning, and now I'm seeing that correlation.
Schmackle, you
with
can
Sin
post-
and me.
Schmackle, you can put,
rate Sin above him, but okay.
It sounds like the difference between Ishin and Sin in
very
terms
minute.
of fun is actually a bit wider than it is between Ishin and Mothman. And between Ishin and Mothman, okay, we're gonna go to this this narrow margin here. Here's the narrow margin. Here's the difference.
Narrow.
And that's why we're gonna put it where we do.
Schmackle, you can post it, but I also have my own list that I used to have, and I tore it apart, but I'm going to rebuild it. But I'd love to see your list to get ideas. This escaped way out of jail.
This barely.
Wait, can people post lists on chat?
I should be able to in theory.
Post it anywhere because it's
There's a
literally
Discord
just
too.
copy pasta.
Okay.
There's also a Discord too.
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
sometimes blocks things. I don't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Kalia of the Vast is not in the conversation for what I want for top 10, but I kind of like her more than.
So she falls in like the Shanid category for me. Shanid I love because he profits off Legends. Kali I love because she profits off the big cool Angels, Demon, Dragon. Who doesn't love that, right? But like,
Yeah, there's 5. Over
some
here.
people don't
And
love
5.
seeing it.
I'd put her in somewhere in A.
Like
She's definitely an A.
we put her in the top of A, and she's out of the conversation for top 10.
Is
Yeah.
she below Shanid or below Sadia?
I'm more excited to see Kalia than I am to see Sadia across the table.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I'd rather see Angels, Dragons, and Demons, but I'm a fucking.
Would you rather
edgelord.
see Narcy?
I'd rather.
No, I'd rather see Kalia.
I'd rather see Kalia.
Then there you go. I would say highest A.
Like the real Guff jail, right?
Her and Guff are real close for me.
And-
I'll be real. But I would.
S
rather see
has
Guff
10
at S.
now. Also,
Don't worry, it'll have more.
nice. Sounds like there's gonna be a fight about where he goes, but
I have a question for you before we continue.
got it, Chief.
This is what I'll fight on.
Do you want S tier to be strictly 10, or are you okay with having or S tier having more than 10 and just cutting it off at 10 for the top 10? Like,
What's the difference?
the difference is, for some people, I can see an argument that like having S be just 10 is like very like a clear indicator of like, here is the top 10. They are all in S.
If you are willing to say here's our top 10, if you're willing to give brownie points for being in the top 10, then that might as well just be S.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I've
saying.
Lost you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
Do you want S tier to just be top 10?
I want S tier to just be top 10
Okay.
because the 11th one in S tier, if the consensus is that's the one that like skips like the praise, this is the stacks like top 10, right? And who fucking cares if it's an S tier?
Are we
Yeah.
arguing to limit the spots?
No. I was just curious what he wanted the aesthetic to look like.
I want the aesthetic at the end of it when we do like some tweaking to be there's only 10 in top.
We'd have to limit something.
But then we can
Yes.
fix it later. We can fix it later.
I
We-
agree
we-
to fix it later.
Okay.
though. I am ready to argue on this guy. This
Okay.
is probably where I would come close to putting jail. This was.
I would be happy if someone
I'm
else
close
uses their
to
jail.
Arguing this as a win.
I'm waiting till the end to use my jail.
Here's my argument. You sat down at the table for me with Edgar. I assume you love vampires. Here's my next opinion. I'm so sorry you're forced into playing this as your only vampire command. Pretty much. There's other options, yes, but a lot of them end up in Edgar. Because why wouldn't you?
Where would you put it? Dude.
This
Right next
is-
to Kalia.
This is a wah for
I,
different-
I,
way
I have a
different
hard
reasons for me
time not loving the
than other
gameplay
wah cards.
that he provides, right? But I don't disagree with anything he said.
He's not going to put it in the top 10, which means do you want to use your jail on it?
Like,
No,
I would put a Kali above this.
I would too.
like
I would put it above Narcy, below Kalia.
like at the end of the day, I kind of do. I kind of would be even okay if someone said, "You got invited. Congratulations. Sit down." I obviously I really like the guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I really like.
He's not like you got invited. He's like, this is who we expected to be invited.
Of course, you showed up.
This is your house.
He sent the invites.
Yeah.
He's the one that sent the invites.
Like, come on. He's great. Look, he's a beautiful card, but unfortunately, he's so good at the thing in a very specific archetype at that you just kind of almost feel bad sometimes.
You can't put it in jail.
I don't
mean,
want to use the jail.
I put it in the Calvin jail as like a second, just to sort of like concede the
Yeah.
he's not going to be in the conversation, the final
If
conversation.
you want to put him A, just based on he's a strong card, and yes, he does enable the vampire lovers to do the vampire thing.
I'm a vampire
I'll
lover.
concede to that.
If you're playing vampires, you have to play this guy. But this guy is cool.
This guy fucks.
He does fuck.
Like, that's why we got invited to his house.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the name of the video. The Edgar
Like,
Markov tier
again,
list.
in this tier list, we are considering
On
power.
to Temur.
Oh, by the way, Temur exists.
Oh, what?
In the context of all the decks or all the wedges together, I don't care about this.
I haven't been convinced to become a vehicle truther, so like, yeah.
I like vehicles, but again, this isn't the commander for me.
Dude, I am so sorry, PNLR.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
putting it at the
okay.
bottom.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't care.
Loot strong.
He is
Loot's
strong.
compelling.
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put it higher than B. I wouldn't put. I wouldn't put it.
I gotta take a look.
I wouldn't put it higher than Felix.
I mean, we have some really nice picks up here.
I'm taking a look at A and just double taking that nothing should be bumped down for him.
I am not putting him in A.
Then fine.
I don't like him.
I won't fight this. I don't love him that much. I won't fight this.
I put him below Felix.
Mike says A. Sonny says B.
I would like.
He's borderline for me, but I'm not willing to fight it.
I think Loot survives any purge downwards.
Yeah.
B downwards, right?
Right.
I personally would put him at the top of B, but like I just
Yeah.
We can also go a little faster on Timber ones because everyone that's here right now knows the Timber stuff because we
Alright.
did
Yeah.
a Timber stream.
I fought hard on this guy when we did the Temur tier list.
Him being an S for the Temur tier list was cool. I don't think he deserves really that high on this.
No.
Dude, you want me to put him in the same bracket as fucking?
No.
He's like a
I don't even know.
To me, he's like
He'd be low B, high C for me.
he's like a Sidisi for me. So maybe like bump him lower.
Actually-
than Sidisi.
Low C.
Low C.
Maybe even high D.
Dude, I'd rather play this than Captain America, man. Come on.
Sure.
What would you build over that, like those two?
True.
Come on.
I'd rather build Olivia.
Okay.
I would rather. I
I
would.
have a hard time arguing that.
For what it's
so
worth,
I'll agree.
for me personally, I'd rather build Olivia than a lot of what's in B. But like, we're gonna have differences. Like
D. Sonny says D. Come on, man. Give some elementals the credit they deserve.
Look at what
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Sonny earlier. Pia is D in the context of this tier list. Think about what these commanders are up against.
Schmackle.
Okay.
what-
Okay. Let me step back.
If you're trying
right.
to post your Moxfield link, can you just give me your username? I'll go look it up.
YouTube might have.
What are
I
they
should have
up
seen it
against?
too, for what that's worth.
What are they up against?
Like-
Well, if I look at what they're up against, I wouldn't put Gwen higher than Omnath. But
Gwen.
I think Omnath is better than most of Ultron commanders we have on here, other than like Liberty maybe.
Here's Liberty. And then the next Voltron commander is
Gwen.
third Gwen.
And I'm looking at that spot, and I'm like, what's above him? Vishgraz?
Vishgraz.
I wouldn't put Vishgraz below Omnath. And I'm looking at Gwen next, and I'm like, well, I would probably, personally, I would have more fun with Omnath.
Like that's just fine.
Low B, right?
I'm fine with that. I'm willing to give Ajdin the Elemental Kindred commander the spot
With Landfall.
with landfall.
On top of +1/+1 counters.
But what about
but
the
not
second
having
best
white.
mutate commander?
All right,
with
I
mutate?
got you, Schmackle. I just followed you.
What about the second best mutate commander with mutate in the text box?
C, somewhere in C. I don't.
Probably.
I feel nothing for this.
You're probably right.
It's below my.
It's below the bones for me.
Below.
Maybe above Marchesa?
Uh.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this looks like an Ishin list. This looks like almost cards I'd like to
below
play.
Marchesa. Okay.
It's tied. I'd rather build Marchesa, but I'm. There's no hearts coming out of my OBS. I did it. So, D is for don't play mutate exactly. Fucking exactly. What about Lara?
In the
Ooh.
context of this tier list, I don't know if it deserves A.
I don't know if she can mess with the S for sure. Does it deserve A?
What would you move? I would. Okay, you know what? I would move down to DC for this.
I could see myself moving down to DC. I could see myself putting her above Terra. I could see myself putting her above the Jeskai, but only because of preference.
Below Jessica. I like Jessica more.
Okay. We'll settle there.
Like
I won't fight it. I won't fight it. It's somewhere there.
B is now.
B
low.
for sure. Schmeckle says B for sure. But I see it as better than a little better than B.
You're gonna have a hard time making this look nice.
We're trying so hard,
I know you are, but like
and we're
chill.
getting so far.
Chill.
In the end, it didn't even Averna.
This does not break S. I would not put this in S. Personally,
There's still 10 more commanders to be had.
I would put this above Edgar,
Oh yeah.
but I would not put it above Kalia.
Ooh.
I like Kalia. If it wasn't for like everyone here who would build it, I would.
It's so close for me. Kalia gets so many cool points because everybody wants to do the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Right?
Schmackle says
It's so
Averna
cool.
is C.
But Averna's
Schmackle's
just
wrong.
right, you know? She's just the right kind of soup.
I love me my soup.
Sonny is saying Averna is C for this list.
Oh, Jesus.
Nope,
Um,
they're wrong.
Why? I mean, Cascade can be poopy to people.
Not for me.
I get it,
I think
but
Averna is my stand-in for Yidris on this list.
yeah.
it's either Kalia or Averna for me. I can't decide, man. I think they're both really great in their wedges.
I'm happy with this. I'm happy with it being up to A. It doesn't break S is kind of the most important part right now.
Yeah.
C for Cascade. Yeah, I mean, I get it.
And I
but
like it. I honestly just like Averna more than like
some people do get the stinks for
most of what we see
Cascade,
here.
but like
So
it's man.
I think okay. Here's where we need to start having discussions. Do this.
this is when everything starts falling apart.
Put it in S. We'll figure out the order later.
Got it, Chief.
Put it.
Right.
It doesn't matter right now.
Okay.
What you just said, it doesn't matter right now because I suddenly started. I'm gonna be honest, everyone. I'm worried for Guff. Is really what it just comes down to.
You really
and I
want.
don't want 3 Sultai commanders in the top, and I'm worried for Guff. I will literally fight everyone to the death
On
about,
Caesar?
like, where Caesar. How much do I
Why
fight?
don't you want the 3? It is what it is.
Huh?
Stop. It is what it is.
I
You-
understand that. But
It doesn't matter
my
how.
feelings.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many of which wedge are in the top.
because it would be so nice if it was 2 2 2 2 2.
I know it would be,
No,
but
We're
like
not letting OCD control
I
the tier
understand
list.
that. I
what's up?
I was just trying to admit my feelings. Lowest fear, right? I'm worried for Guff. Next, I
I'm
wish it.
not worried
I
for
wish it was
Guff.
2 2 2 2 2.
Again.
But the number one is Kaiser is my boy, and I will fight everyone to the death.
We'll get
Ashki
there.
showed up to the party, and like I want those two to be prom king and queen.
We'll get there.
That's kind of where I'm at.
What's
Calvin Traeger, who do you like more, Blood or Guff? That's a good question. Anyways, Riku,
D.
fucking boomer ass motherfucker.
Doesn't deserve it, but all right.
There's no way to make this work unless you put more in jail.
Better than Luna.
I mean,
I would put Luna
I was
down.
literally all I was thinking right now is just like I don't think he deserves D. I wasn't thinking about the
Oh, okay.
doodad. Like I was doing what I can to cleaning up along the way, but yeah, there's a point where it breaks.
Not above Narsa for me, but doesn't deserve to be below Luna. So, I see, I guess.
D or C. We're gonna put him in a high
High
C,
C.
everyone.
There's fun things you can do with this man still.
It's S.
S. Yeah, I don't know where to put it yet. Just throw it in S.
S is for frog.
That's his force pro. Put him right here. We'll put him like that. So like prom king and queen, and this is like the
That's
priest
yeah.
or something.
That's
that
their-
happens in
no,
high school
that's their
dances, right?
loot.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah. That's it.
That's who loot should have been.
What about Snake Man?
I don't like this.
Snake Man.
Are we ranking based on power or based on
What's
like?
left?
We
Miriam?
stopped caring about the players at your local game store and the players at your MagicCon. We care about the players that are here right now, us.
I don't care about this.
Chad is saying D for this guy. Me, I'd say this is a jail card.
You want to put him in jail?
This should have been a whack card.
Do you want to put it in jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're spending your jail there?
Yep.
Thank goodness, because
I was pretty adamant that this should have been whack, so I'll just use this as my jail card.
you know what? I'm happy with that.
Go ahead and put Miriam in chat jail.
No, I need them to say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter right now because we had to talk about Animar.
S. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, we're about to have free
It's
Sultan.
debatable. This is debatable. All right. Is he better than Kalia for me?
No.
If
No,
I'm a
because of the-
Temer player, yes.
Well, obviously, but like insofar as what the Wedge is trying to do, right?
Yes.
And like the sensations you get when you sit down across the table.
Animar does exactly it arguably does it better than Averna. The cascade thing, the soup thing, arguably does it better than Averna.
I don't know, man. Animar hits me like a
I could agree with that.
Animar hits me in
Like,
like Cardor kind of way. Better than Cardor. Like he was high ranking.
The only reason I say that because one of Cascade's biggest weaknesses is stuff like Thorn of Amethyst or like Godfather Stone, where this just says,
You know the blue red Minotaur, right?
yeah,
Crazy with this card.
Yeah.
Crazy. You
I think
cascade all you
I can
want.
definitely see this being better than. Okay, hang on.
Animar is C, Sonny says. Ooh.
I think this is tied with Averna. I don't know if it's better, but I think it has.
Okay, Schmackle brings up the Eldrazi thing. I could see the Eldrazi thing being annoying with Animar. I could also see CDH Animar being a negative. But then you have Animorphs, and then you have just the Timmy thing. And I think he does the Timmy thing really good in Timmer.
Look, I feel something if I see Kaiser across from me. I feel something if I see Flubs. I feel something if I see Eshki. I don't care for the feeling if I see Animar across from me, and it's not a strong feeling.
Put it below Narcy.
It's a boomer.
It's below Narcy, but man, I have strong feelings about playing Animar.
Put it below Satya.
Honestly.
No lower.
Mm,
Put it below Dehada.
Yeah, that's where my cutoff was going to be.
This is wrong.
We're doing a crime against
This
Ajdin.
is so wrong.
Animar got more than invited, okay?
All right, chat. Is this going to jail?
Because, dude, this isn't going to jail.
Sonny already voted yes.
If this doesn't go to jail, dude. Fucking love this guy. I really do. I don't. Do I want to fight for him more than Edgar Markov? Kind of in a little way. Only because like my favorite card in Standard was Progenitor Mimic.
This is below Animar.
Let's chat, summon the guards, send this follow.
This is below Animar. You like no way is this more okay than Animar.
It's not.
I mean, chat.
If chat,
Animar's two negatives: pro black, pro white, and he's a little CDH. This is way more CDH than
if
him.
chat isn't going to use their jail on this, I'm going to use my jail on this.
like I see, Sonny says jail. Schmackle's begone thought, and
Mike Nice
I'll
wants
say
it.
this: I like seeing this more than Xerox, so that's why I opted to use my jail card.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm vaguely happy to see this, so that like there's no arguing that needs to happen. Like just like Ajdin said, this was a good like result for Zergo ultimately.
Like, I've had several experiences with that commander.
Technically, Miriam's already jailed if you think about it.
Huh? Miriam's already jailed.
I don't know. Her lore is that like she's like stuck in the library or something.
Ha.
Sonny would tell you. I think he knows more about it than none.
Well, she's in the Shadow Realm now.
What? Oh yeah.
Anyways.
Okay.
She is so shadow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 cards in S.
2 have to be cut.
We are now.
Do we want to figure out the order?
we
Wait, hang on. I can still use my jail
Yes.
card.
You can still use your jail card.
I am incentivized to use it on blood, I think.
on blood.
Let me think.
Oh no.
Hang on. Let me look. Okay, I'm not going to use it on Caesar because I feel like Calvin will actually pull out a gun and shoot.
I will actually have
He
a
doesn't
stroke.
deserve it.
And I like.
He does. He also.
I think I'd be mad on the principle of it more than anything.
Yeah,
Like, why?
I would not put Caesar. Flubs, I love. Eshki, I love. I think Thalia, Gitrog deserve to be up there. I like Tevel. I like Mothman. I like Ishin. I wouldn't use them on Sin, but I could see Sin being thrown down. I love Onyxia. I love Aragorn. It's got to be either Guff or Blood for me. If I'm going to use it at all, and we got to send cards down.
I don't think you have to use it if you don't want to.
I don't.
If you want to, go ahead.
If you were going to use it, honest to goodness, you would use it on Guff because you personally have expressed that you don't like Planeswalker strategies, but you would use it on Blood because it is a bigger stinker more often, I think.
Oh, Sonny, sorry. You would know more about Miriam's situation because I said that she's already technically jailed. I don't know more about the lore, but I think you were the one that brought it up. Anyway, back to this.
Blood causes a stinker more often in more kinds of pods. Even though we're thinking about just us here on the stack, it is still, we want to play a lot of different kinds of commanders. And quite frankly, Blood is the one that whenever... If I say I'm going to play Guff, there are more decks available for you to feel like you can play than if I say I'm going to play Blood.
Are you done yapping?
Here's my argument.
I love yapping.
Here's my argument. If you're gonna jail something, I think you should jail Tevel
No, I like
over
Devil.
them.
I like Devil.
But okay.
Okay, actually, hang on. Okay, two thoughts. Number one, I don't actually feel compelled to jail anything because I feel like we are reasonable enough that we can just throw them down in an A tier. The reason why I would jail them is because one, it's unused, and two, we already have to send some stuff down anyway.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
So like,
Then let's just talk about order real quick.
so on your argument, I could see it, if not for one reason. There is only one commander in S tier right now that has ever made me feel legitimately hopeless, and that I wanted to just leave. I wanted to go away from the studio, and that's Blood.
Really?
Yeah,
That was Blood?
there's only one commander that's ever done that.
I've never felt that way about that deck. Like, yes, he has his moments, but
The way I play the
he's working hard for it every
Yeah.
time.
the way I play
You're not just like.
the way I play the games, Edicts really kind of screws me over. And it's I understand it's a me thing. I'm not trying to say I don't like Blood. I like Blood.
Like, all in all,
I like
I
Maria.
think you gotta work for Blood at the end of the day.
I do too.
And as salty as we can be,
I think
he paid his dues. Usually, unless you get like a soul. Obviously, the nutty hands with the fast mana that you can get with Blood are probably way more salty. But if you're playing a fair game, you
here's my
pay your
here's my argument for Guff staying in the top 10. When Guff goes off, there is an end point that we can say I am okay to scoop to this. When Blood goes off, you have to wait for him to do it.
because I usually have a glacial chasm.
You have to you have to watch him take a 15-minute picking up tokens turn. When Guff does a thing, it's like
It's not his fault. We've been giving pro points for aggro decks, things that win with combat, right?
I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that he does it almost even.
It's the way I set up to win with combat with Blood is through edicts. That's it. That's the issue.
And then you plan to hopefully also double the tokens if you can. Right?
There,
So that
the
you can
whole
finish
point of the
faster.
deck is ultimately trying to set myself up to benefit some amount from I'm edicting you, right? But like the fact that its removal is kind of like secondary. The point was to make the 3/6 that attack and hit everyone evenly. That's the most important part of Blood is that it hits everyone evenly. It's the edict that causes the issue.
Here's the other reason why I'm
For
salty.
some guys, yeah.
Here's the other reason why I'm salty at it, or can be salty at it, is I feel I might be. I'm probably wrong on this. In fact, I know I'm wrong on this, but it feels like the Blood token always goes at me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
I
To
feel.
me, Planeswalkers are more hopeless. when he goes Soul Ring into a Teferi, I'm just like, okay, let's go into the next game. Let's just go.
And I don't remember who said it, but someone said that when you sit down in a pod and someone brings out blood, I have to like use like 70% extra brain power to be like, what deck can even like pretend to play the game against this? With Guff, it's like I'll play whatever.
You can play whatever, but that whatever will probably fold to a Soul Ring into a Teferi.
Yeah, well, anything will do that.
That's my argument. He presents more of a hopeless situation off just.
But it's generic.
That's my point. It's more problematic. That's generic.
But the personal
movement.
salt is less.
It's not for me. I feel like anytime you
Yeah, but this isn't your
like,
jail
I feel
point.
like the
it's
next
his.
time you play a Soul Ring into a like Arcane Signet and Teferi on me, I will leave the studio.
I mean, turn 1, Island Soul Ring Arcane Signet. Yeah, that would be a problem out of Guff. I'm scared to grab Guff because
That would be the one hand that would make me leave the studio because
um,
we've done it enough times. Like, stop.
Here's my argument, or here's my pitch. I move blood down to jail, and then we move sin down into A.
that's exactly what I want. That's what I was hoping.
Sorry, I move
say.
blood. I move blood or
Can we talk about the order?
yeah,
Can we just talk about the order first? I want to understand what we value.
sure.
All right. Do we all agree out of these 12 that Caesar deserves to be number 1?
Yes.
You agree? If Caesar is there, and again, what was this one? Hold on.
Eshki.
Eshki.
That's Eshki. Where's Thalia?
That one.
Then it's Thalia. Where's Flubs?
Right after
But,
Caesar.
where's
Oh, where does he?
ordering?
I agree with Caesar, Flubs, Eshki, Thalia. I think Teval should be brought down, and Aragorn should be brought way higher.
I can agree with Teval being brought below Ishin.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a little problematic.
Yeah.
This is my problem. He's so high value. You get
Do
so
I
much value for doing nothing.
Do I think I can agree
No,
with?
no.
Hang on, I can agree with Aragorn going above Ishin. I don't know if I put him above
I would put
Mothman.
Aragorn right at Thalia, no less.
I would personally put him below Mothman, but I'll concede this.
Why is he below Mothman if Thalia is above Mothman? They're like
Because I like Mothman.
literally 4 drops that draw you cards and aggro.
Why is Thalia above Mothman?
Because frog.
All right, well, fuck your logic. Fuck that logic. Anyway, okay, I'm happier with S tier. What is that?
Put Sin
Sin?
Sin. You can put Sin down.
Below Blood and Guff and
Put him. Yeah,
what is that?
that is
Onyxia.
Onyxia.
Okay, yeah, he definitely should be below Nixthia. But I feel
So
like
now we're at
they're
11.
the same
We're at
kind of
11, and
We need to send Guff or Blood to the Shadow Realm.
It would be really cool in Poggers if it was Blood, just so we didn't have 3 Mardu commanders, and I didn't look like I was rigging shit.
Hey, I argued for Tevel to go to jail.
Go
so-
ahead. Go ahead and put Blood in jail. My jail. Fully jail.
Like at the end of the day, one of these 2 are going to jail. It just like, congratulations, Yugimoto. Everyone knows about your Dark
and
Magician.
I argued
feel
that
weird.
neither of them are the right one. Imagine that.
Okay, hang on. Before we put Blood in jail, before we lock that in, Ajdin, looking at this list, do you agree with Caesar number 1?
Yeah.
Do you agree with Flubs number 2?
Yeah.
Eshki?
Yes, but I would almost argue her, above Flub. Almost. She's really strong, really fun. But Flubs is Flubs, so
Okay.
we'll put him above Ashki.
Thalia 4th.
For me, it's Thalia and Aragorn. They're like interchangeable, but
Okay.
yes.
Mothman 5th.
Yeah.
Eric,
Ishin 6th.
Yeah.
Teval 7th.
That's the one that I was again arguing should have been in jail.
Wait.
But
Ishin's.
Ishin, could argue A,
Wait a minute, hold on.
but
Kaiser to Flubs.
Why are you changing shit?
hold on, what is going on? What are you doing?
Why are you
I was
changing?
trying to.
I was doing something. Why are you changing shit?
You could have waited.
you guys are like doing a conversation. I'm trying to visually show what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Well, you did it wrong.
Ishin.
Oh no! Hang on. I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. Sorry. Okay, go back to what you were doing.
I can't read.
Well, okay, now you're doing it wrong.
Top 5, then the next 5.
Well, no, we agreed on Aragorn in Mothman's place.
Aragorn in Mothman Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you agree with his top 9?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I was gonna argue is instead of sending someone to jail out of guff and blood, I would argue Tevel. But other than that, I'm cool. I've made my peace.
I would put her, whatever's about to happen to whatever's right here, I would put Anixia at 10th. That's where I'm at.
No, Guff deserves Guff jail.
Like outside of our pods, I'm a little more scared of Tevel being across from me than blood and guff personally. Shit's scary, man.
Shit. I'm willing to say that the Tevel could get knocked down more. I don't.
But people do love building and playing him.
All right,
I would put Blood at 10th if Guff was at 9.
Sorry?
Like,
He would put Blood at 10th if Guff was at 9.
I would put... Someone
Sure.
between Anixia and Tevel.
I'm less scared of Anixia being across from me, but she can still be kind of scary. I would put her above Tevel. She's a little safe. Like, I'm a little less inclined to target you. I'm more inclined to target Tevel, so that kind of is a negative.
What's up?
Literally, if Tevel is in 9th, that is the epitome of Guff jail, right? Because Tevel, for me, like, I want him to be in Guff jail.
So are we upgrading Guff to normal and Tevel to devil jail?
Well, like,
If nobody wants to put him in jail, we just bump Tevel down. But
No, I think he deserves top 10. I didn't think about this. If Tevel's in the top 10, imagine the clicks you can get on that video.
Okay, here's the thing. As far as deck building and you playing the Tevel deck, you're going to have a fantastic time. There's so many card choices. But people are definitely building a stigma against this card. And it does give you, like, free value. You've seen the Dread Return thing. You've seen, like, the other things it can do. Like...
Hang on. I have a question for
Do you
you.
want to play Zombie Tribal? Do you want to play Delve? Do you want to play Combo? Do you want, like... It can do it all.
Can we lock top 5 in?
Yes. Easily.
top
Okay.
5 goes Kaiser to Flubs to Eshki. I kind of like Eshki more than Flubs.
Do you want to put Eshki to second?
I want to put Eshki to second, I'm going to be honest.
And then to me
Okay.
personally, Thalia and Aragorn are interchangeable. It's what your preference.
I like Thalia more.
I like Thalia more.
It's for me. It's preference. Sometimes
So
you like
top, we're
locked.
going to lock top 5 in. Now top 6. I don't want Mothman to go any lower than 6.
I'm happy Mothman. I'm happy with Mothman and Ishin.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I don't want Anixia to drop anymore either. Those are outside of Eshki. Those are my 3 commanders. I'm fine with them being outside of top 5.
You got 4 commanders up here. How
Yeah.
did that happen?
No, I'm the biased one. Hello, look at me. Look at me,
happy
Yogi Bo.
with what that top 7 so far.
Like,
Well,
I'm happy to 7. I'm just like...
What's the 8th there? Anixia?
It's
Yeah.
Anixia. Anixia is kind of... In all this entire conversation about what top 10, top 11 should be, Anixia stands out as this weird, like,
She's avoided
odd
the whole
spot.
thing.
Yeah.
Like, she's kind of just avoided, like, ridicule.
She's the midpoint.
And for me, that's like... I think that concedes there's not a lot of strong feeling to her. I'd rather have everyone that has a strong feeling above her. Because, like, at the very least, we're passionate about it.
Can we maybe rate her above Ishii?
Oh, I see. You want to drop her to like 10th because
Because, like,
I don't
we
know.
care about the rest. Like, insofar as the top 11, right? The one we don't care about is Anixia. That's
I care about Anixia.
We all care about Anixia. We all care about her. This is not like you got invited to the party. This is
I agree.
you win. You were in the winners club. But like the passion, the back and forth, the discourse is about Anyone else?
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
I would rate her above Ishin.
Put her ninth.
That no one knows why she's pop up but still accepts her position.
Put her ninth. I really like the idea of Tevel or Guff being 10th.
Again, Tevel is so good for the person playing it.
Are you arguing for him to drop lower or go higher?
Honestly, at this point, Agnithia, how do you get here?
Anithia should be above Ishin, personally.
I think
It's more interesting. She's more interesting.
I don't think.
You're creating token copies of enchantments, right? And their creatures?
Yeah. You want us to talk about Anixia? Let's talk about Anixia.
Let's
Okay.
talk about Anithia.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about Anixia. All right.
You can populate.
You can
those
populate.
things.
You can self-mill yourself and have a full graveyard. You can play Reanimator. She has Menache. You can do combat.
Look, guys, look.
And now say the same shit about Ishin.
You attack. You attack a lot.
And Ishin can be in the 99 of a Shani deck or a Dihada deck.
If we keep on going down this rabbit hole, I'm about to. Everything I just said about Anixia is about to go on to Ishin. Like,
Ishin should be downgraded.
Ishin would be the 10th place. Because Ishin is
Sure.
the most straight, most linear, just.
I am more okay with Ishin being 10th than I am with Anixia being 10th.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I do get
I like
sold on it.
that. I like that.
Like, you guys could keep on going and get Anixia higher and higher and higher.
And then
she
we'll
would
take her
break,
higher.
She would break flubs no higher than flubs.
I think she's fine where she is.
But like, I'm happy with this. I'm happy saying these ones are better. It's still so funny Thalia is here.
Not to me.
Not to me,
She's
yeah.
just does
I wanted to
what
build her
you
when
need
she
her
came
to
out.
be.
Okay. Calvin, would you rather demote Blood or Guff?
I get more hopelessness out of
Because here's the deal. I don't feel compelled to use my jail card because, like, we're going to move one of them down anyway. But I think it's funny to put one of them in my jail.
The one that's getting moved down is the one that like could have gone to your jail. So at this point,
We'll just put
the
it.
narrative just says put it in your jail anyways. Whether or
Yeah.
not you decide to use it.
Yeah.
You felt more hopelessness out of Blood. I have felt more hopelessness out of Guff.
But you already used your Guff, jail
So
card.
I've already used my jail
I-
card, so do your thing.
feel that short of you are playing Graveyard Hate like Rest in Peace, I have an easier time putting the Guff player into the I'm in Stink Town, aren't I? Position than I do putting the Tevel player in I'm in Stink Town.
It's pretty hard to put Tevel in, even with the rest in peace. I'll be real. It's Sultai. Come on.
Like, I am happy. There was at least a third vote for Miriam to be put in chat a little while ago, but I think they left.
No, we already put Miriam in chat jail.
Miriam is in chat jail.
Miriam's in chat jail.
We're trying to decide Foley's, I guess.
Put Blood in Foley jail. I decided.
Like we're putting Blood in Foley jail, but now like there's some back and forth about like where Guff and Tevel specifically go.
I like the one.
Yeah.
Okay, personally, I like one of them to be in 10th place. But like, if you guys think Ishin deserves 10th, I won't argue.
Like,
So, okay, what's more problematic? What's more deserving of 10th place? Being too linear or being too close to CDH as far as value and stuff? Because that's my gripe with Tevel. He's a little too much free value on a command. But I love it, playing it. You know, people are going to look at you sacrificing 3 zombies to a Dread Return to bring something back, and then you get those 3 zombies back right away. They're going to look at you and go, whereas Ishin is just doing combat, so I'd argue.
Do you
Tevel's 10th.
feel more salt towards Tevel or Guff?
I haven't played against a Tevel deck to know, but I would feel like I'm playing against the CDH deck if I felt the hopelessness of a Tevel deck, whereas Guff, I would never probably feel CDH. I would just feel like someone got lucky, they got Soul Ring and had their Teferi.
Sonny says he'd rather play against Tevel than Guff.
Oh,
I still stand by the
fair enough.
short.
Everybody has their, different
Short of the Graveyard Hate, the Guff player has a greater chance of being put into Stink Town than the Tevel player.
Again, yeah, you're gonna have a harder time getting the one up over the Tevel
So,
player. They're just
like,
efficient, man.
We've more or less locked in top 7. We're trying to figure out 8, 9, 10, right?
Like, I still look at Onyxia and like feel sus, but at the same time, I admitted that I could be argued up the flub. So basically, yeah.
I think top 7 is looking good. Personally,
I'm cool with this top 10 personally.
I'm cool with this too. I honestly think the last 3 are interchangeable for me.
Pick your fucking poison.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's like you got combo aggro and then like
I'm
control.
I'm cool with this top 10, and I feel like the only real things I'd change would be like nothing, honestly. No, this is good. I like this.
Top 10 for me is good.
Well, in Sunny, the problem is Teo. The problem is the one card that came from like the new card that came out of that pre-con.
It's always Teferi and Teo that like usually put me in ults.
The generic package of Guff is supporting the Planeswalker army is more likely to be put into Stink Town than the Teval package of Graveyard Make Zombie. Graveyard Dance Make Zombie.
No, like you're literally just doing a bunch of like random shit and you're just getting free zombies, and it's like it's crazy how many you can make just for no reason.
This is makings of your doctor deck, but also maybe your.
No, these are all legendary creatures that, like, in some way or another, like, I kind of want to build. Like, here's Rizab.
I see.
Right.
Oh, the green white guy?
Ooh, Saskia. I like Saskia.
I do too. For the same reason, I kind of like.
Sorry, I got distracted.
But anyway.
I love Drana. Okay, sorry, distraction. I like this. I like
But
this
yeah,
tier list.
Teo gives me a lot of salt because sometimes our pod is just like nobody's set up to be pressuring you. You know, like game might as well be over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
ain't nobody playing Mortal Sun against you. Ain't nobody playing Elder Spell against you. Like,
I bought 4 Elder Spells.
nice.
Respect. Play Lightning Bolt. You can play burn spells to target.
there are. Again, there's a reason why I stand by that the Guff player is more likely to be put into Stink Town on average than a Teval player.
Oh no, I still don't disagree with you on that. That's why I
Like,
agree with
there's a
this
reason
top 10.
for it. It's just like,
But burn is not the solution to Teo. No. Fuck you.
listen, man, it would work.
Not really. Nobody's playing that much burn.
You just play a Lightning Bolt. Anyways, this is our top 10.
It's not enough.
This is our top 10.
This is it. With these guys in jail, which creates its own funny dialogue.
Hang on, can I see jail again?
We have
Blood is the only one of our own personal commanders that is in there. I feel that's why I feel bad about putting Blood in jail, because like I'm the only person who put like a personal deck into jail.
But I do have a bit
hold
of
on.
a personal vendetta against Xerix.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let's just you put a commander that like is well known on the channel into jail, right?
Yeah.
For the reasons, for the way this tier list is being designed, that makes perfect sense. He put one based on just like
Past experience.
past experience and
Over the course of
feelings
3 games
feelings
at
over
least.
how the last tier list went, right? That's its own narrative beat. I put mine in jail because
You just
I
did.
felt so strongly about feeling nothing. That's its own narrative beat. We all have our different narrative beats.
What did you put in jail?
Zergo and Ojitai.
Oh yeah.
Because I just
He didn't want to argue it. It's just nope. Done.
There was nothing that could happen with Sin and Teval that would make me feel more than my lack of feeling over Zergo and Ojitai. I don't know how to describe it.
If we were to have a top 15, what would that look like?
What would a top 15 look like right now?
So we
it's
have
Sin.
Sin.
Look, now I'm thinking about Sin and
I'm okay-
Teval,
I'm
because
okay
here's the
with
thing. I would kind of low-key... I would play Teval in Sin, but I wouldn't play Sin and Teval.
Are you thinking about switching Teval and Sin?
I kind of am.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
Okay.
Alright, fine.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm fine.
No, this is fine. This is a fine. This is a dandy old tier list.
It's a dandy old little guy.
Wait. I have one thing I want to change.
What do you want to change?
The
I
whole
put
thing.
Sadia at 15th for reasons.
Whoops.
What do you do?
I put Terra up at the bottom of A.
The bottom. Got it, Chief. I put Sadia at 15th.
Over Narcy.
I put Sadia
Yeah,
at
yeah,
15th.
yeah. Hang on.
I could probably see knocking Edgar down.
For what though?
For what is the big fucking question?
No. This is fine.
I want to humor what the next.
Shoot,
five
could
will
we
be.
we could move Edgar down for Narcy?
I
Yeah,
don't feel that in my bone.
I do. She's interesting.
Sultai,
He's
Mardu,
not.
Temer, Jeskai, Abzen.
Damn it,
One
you
more.
s- What?
One more of each wedge.
But like, hold on, just to double check. There's Sultai, there's Abzan, there's Jeskai, there's Timur, and there's Martin. God damn it. Okay, fine, whatever.
It works.
Your OCD. He
Honorable mentions.
All the Sultai left, so there's that.
Hmm.
All the Sultai left.
There was like 3 Sultai decks at the start, so
Yeah. And they all got a bunch of them got knocked out. There's 2 Timurs in the top 5.
no surprise.
How'd that happen?
Timur's a fun commander
Yeah.
combination.
All right.
Well, now I gotta cook something.
Yeah.
Because I have my lists.
Yeah, boy.
I have my narrative. And it even opens in the best like rage baity way. Who's the worst of our best commanders? Teval, fuck you. Teval's more popular than
Yeah.
most of them, I think.
I love him to death.
I don't know if he's more popular than Caesar.
I'll double check that.
I think he is.
No, I honestly think he is. Like he's
At this point.
All right, let's look it up.
Let's see. Oh, that's a curious question. Let's see.
Wait.
No, you went to just Sultai, man. We want
I wanted to quickly see
Oh, how many decks?
Yeah.
Look how many decks in
Like
that short
12.
period.
12,000. Okay.
12,000 for Teval.
I was 4 of those.
And,
Well, on EDA Trek.
and like right here
Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah.
and right here is 14,000, but like he's been out for
Far longer.
I'm probably going to in the process of putting my coast decks on Moxfield as we speak, I'm probably going to build flubs. Set on the worm time. Wait, what happened carryover last stream? What's happening?
I don't know.
I'm really confused, chat. I'm a donkey.
Top commanders.
Top commanders.
Past 2 years. Past week.
Past month. We'll go past month.
VV. Teval's trending hot. Teval is gaining more traction than Caesar is, but
He's a more powerful card.
Oh,
Oh.
the life totals are visible, huh? Oh, I'm fucking up.
Oh, that. Okay.
I'm fucking up, chat.
Oh. Maybe we can do like a. So we have Sunday coming up, and then no wait, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe no, we can't.
No, I'm not available tomorrow.
Damn. Sunday we'll do.
Sunday.
There's stuff happening.
I'm gonna be playing Tifa, mono green Tifa, and mono red Vincent.
I might have a deck for you to print as well.
Yeah.
I'll send you the PDF file from MTG Print. What are you thinking?
I'm wondering right now where you stole a lands
On a shards tier list?
on a whole tier list. Like if I were to suddenly,
Well, we should probably do that.
like if
Next time
Stola was suddenly
we can do a shards. I think we can do a shards.
We do.
We will,
We rate Final Fantasy, right?
yeah.
And then we take the top of Final Fantasy and we see where they fit, if any, on our
On here.
yeah. Or maybe not. Maybe because these are wedges, it wouldn't fit. But
No.
we gotta do the shards.
But you gotta do the strike. But we gotta do Final Fantasy next.
I mean, we're probably gonna take at least a week long break just to figure some stuff out.
We're
But
not doing
then,
anything next week Wednesday. Fuck.
No.
but I think podcast Wednesdays are something that we're interested in continuing.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Tier lists are a very low bar, but they're also fun. So
They're fun.
It's just something to talk about, you know.
Dude, you stole a Zest, but like where? But then
I
like
can't even think about it right now.
But then
Yeah.
you add the 5 shards, and like I feel like you have to at least concede. All right, it's a top 20 now, not a top 10. And it's just like I don't
I can't think about that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Yashola beats
I don't think.
fearsome couple.
How about this? If we do a shards tier list, we have to do a combined shards, and then maybe take the top 10 of wedges and top 10 of maybe top 15 of wedges, top 15 of shards, and do a combined tier. I don't know.
Top 15?
Yeah.
That's so many.
30 commanders. We had 60 here.
Oh, you mean from this list, top 15?
Yeah.
Like the list we're looking at right now.
So we do a shards tier list for each shard, and then a combined shards like we did here, and then
Top 15.
top 15 of wedges, top 15 of shards.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Said top 15, right? For the future.
True. Yeah.
So like, look at me go, not in my caps in order. Look, so now when I take the snap,
Okay.
There you go.
isn't that so simple and clean?
Now, Edgar's at high
Here, let me see something.
A. What?
He's cleaning it up.
There you go. Now it's cleaned up. Look at that. We figured it out.
I didn't vote for this. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're going to do a video about it, the top like 15 are going to be honorable mentions, and then you do a
Like
top 10.
11 to 15 are honorable mentions. This gets talked about.
At least briefly.
This probably gets talked about a little more like than honorable mentions. Like
Yeah.
this, the 4 here as a whole,
Yeah.
and then it goes backwards.
Mm. I don't know what's gonna beat those top 3, but we got plenty of commanders to look at in shards.
I mean, now it's in the shards, so
yeah, that's a whole nother.
but they could also be your sanctuary. Funny. I love you. The other song that doesn't get referenced.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta go.
I like Sanctuary.
We have to go. It's midnight.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
I
yeah.
gotta get home.
Okay.
I have a.
It was very lovely doing this with you, especially for the extended period.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Shit, I gotta hit the button. Let's hear them say bye. Got here quickly.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
What?
It's on us now. Wait, it's on him.
I don't know.
Dude, end it.
Please, for the love of God, fucking end it.
Just
I'm gonna
okay.
keep-
Bye.
Okay.
It took so long to give